Hey, beautiful.
Looks
Let's
good.
go.
Looks good. That might have been all needed. Just a little
Yeah.
quick little
Sometimes
reset.
that's it's just a quick little reboot. I mean, we're off for an instant, but let's be honest. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna bounce back.
For sure. The all right, I am at 8:41 in the first quarter
Okay.
with 20 seconds on the play clock. Where are you at?
8:41.
Yep.
Okay, I'm at 8:41 with 25 seconds on the
All
play
right.
clock. They just called the
Let
flag.
me know when you get to 10 seconds on the play clock,
Okay.
and we'll
They're still.
we'll be good then.
I just did a refresh. Okay. Let's see here. Where am I at? You're at 8:41 with 10 seconds on the play clock. All right, I'm at 21 seconds right now.
You're at 8:21 or 21 on the play clock.
21 on the play. 13, 12,
Let me know. Let me know
11.
when you get to three. Sorry.
Oh, okay, you're good. Oh, hmm. What time now?
Three on the play clock.
It never got to three for me. I'm on fourth down now.
Oh, weird.
So 8:26, I guess.
You're at 8:26. All right, I'll let you know when I get to
Yeah.
8:26.
Okay, sorry about
No,
that.
you're good. No worries.
Whoa, whoa. All right.
All right, let's see. So when we get to 8:26. Oh, I see. That's weird.
8:26.
No, not yet. Hold on. I'm at
Okay,
8. Let's see. 8:31, 8:30, 8:29, 8:27, 8:26.
beautiful. Boom. Look at
Look at
that.
that
Now we're all synced
replay.
up, guys.
Bam. What a hit.
Yeah.
What a hit.
Hey, speaking of hits, man, a lot of people calling for a certain player who might have hit a guy really hard, which caused him to go off yesterday. I think they're calling for his head, and saying he's canceled now. I think that's what they're
That
what they're
that's what
going
that's
with.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
He very well might be.
Uh, but yeah, what a crazy just something completely unexpected. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, wild. Like, dude, what a wild day. Like, really, what a wild like end of the season. Like that
Correct.
we've sort of gotten to witness here this year. Just across the board, like
Yeah.
the Bengals win the division. Like they look great heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, they do.
The Packers as the number one overall seed, in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers playing the way he has.
Yep.
You've got all these teams still fighting for playoff chances. Like, the Bills all of a sudden, look at them, right? They're all of a sudden looking like a
Yep.
squad again. Like this is pretty awesome, but definitely a bunch of nonsense too at the end of the year here, for sure. Yeah, definitely like a
Yeah.
bunch of just distraction type events. One in particular that we got to see yesterday in New York.
And and then the internet went
Dude,
crazy.
the
Internet did
memes,
what it
the
did
memes were so
best.
good, dude. Like they're so
The
good.
meme, yeah, the memes were pretty great.
It's phenomenal. Um, all right, so far, not much happening in this game. These are division rivals, though. I mean, these are
No.
two
No.
these are two teams that are really,
Yeah, it's gonna be
you know,
yeah, it's gonna be a ground and
they
pound.
have a
I
history.
did see booking
Oh
with
yeah,
Trent in one of his parlays. I saw he took the under, I think it was like 43. So, we might be in for a grinded out,
yeah, for
lower
sure.
scoring type of game.
Uh, I think that's reasonable to expect that. Like with these two teams, this
Yeah,
time of
for
the year and
sure.
everything. So right now, the Steelers are 7-7-1, and the Browns are 7-8. That's insane. So all right. So as we sit here, let's take a peek here. Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Bengals, Titans have all clinched. Um, they are
Okay.
all in, which leaves two spots left. Right now, you've got Chargers and Raiders sitting at 9-7, as well as the Colts. So Chargers, Raiders, and Colts all sitting as we speak with 9 wins. So 3 teams, looking at those last 2 spots, that is very interesting. Now you do
Yeah,
have a Dolphin. The Dolphins are at 8-8, but I think what they would obviously need a lot to happen. It looks like, and these 2 teams
for
playing
sure.
tonight, then in theory, are oh, look at him
Oh, Nick
go!
Chubb,
Yep.
look at him go, baby. Look at him go. Man,
Wow.
hey, shout out
Hey.
little Benny boy. Little Benny
Oh,
boy,
no
that's his
doubt.
favorite
Let's get it,
player.
dude. That's a
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
That's a Dude. That's a good
He
favorite
loves
player to have. I had him
Nick
on my
Chubb.
fantasy team like this year. He's the man. Maybe last year too. Dude, he's the man. Like
Yeah,
he's super solid, and they run the ball a lot too, which is good. He gets a lot of touches. Um,
for
so I
sure.
wonder in that AFC playoff picture then what. Yeah. Oh man, Chargers Raiders is next Sunday night too. They play each other.
Oh, okay.
So they play each other. So the winner of that game
Oh,
is guaranteed getting in the playoffs. And then
for sure.
the what would that would mean if the Colts win, they're in. If not, then there's going to be some tie breaking, and a lot of teams are
Yeah,
still alive. Then potentially, um, is the way that
for
looks. That's interesting. So yeah, so that's what it's looking
okay.
like. It looks like, um, yeah, that looks like that's the case. That's pretty awesome. It would be nuts if the Raiders made the playoffs this year, dude. Like given everything that's
Yeah, it
happened.
would be. Yeah, that would be kind of wild. And doesn't it seem like such a
It
long
does,
time
dude.
ago? Doesn't the
It
John Gruden
does.
news, the firing, that was probably, what is
I
that,
think
six
so.
weeks ago, maybe?
It really does.
That seems like so
It does, man.
freaking far in
And
the
if you would have
past.
told me at any point in the season that the Raiders and Chargers were gonna play the final game of the season next week, they're the last game of the season, dude.
Yeah.
Like Sunday night football, the final week of the season. There's no Monday night. It's just literally they will play the last
Yeah.
game of football for basically the last playoff spot. That's nuts. Um,
Yeah, it is kind of
but
nuts.
no, if you would have said, "Hey, is that like this is the situation you're gonna find yourself in?" You would have thought people would think you were crazy. Um,
Oh, for
so
sure.
okay, so to do our due
Yeah.
diligence here on the NFC side: Cowboys, Eagles,
Oh, yes, for
Rams,
sure.
Cardinals, Packers, Buccaneers have all clinched. So that leaves only one spot left in the NFC, and that is 9-7 49ers team. Um, looking to get that spot, as well as an 8-8 Saints team. It looks like those are the two that still have a chance
Okay.
because the 49ers do play the Rams. Um, so if they were able to win that game, that
Okay.
would get them to 10 wins on the year, and no one else would get there. So yeah, 49ers control their own destiny. Otherwise, if the Saints can take out the Falcons, I would imagine they would still have a chance by what I'm seeing here. So some must-win games for some teams next week. You control your own destiny. You're in, if you can get the
Sure.
job done. 49ers, can you beat that Rams team? Rams are hot right now. You know, it's can you pull that one off? It's going to be playoffs are going to be very interesting this year because of all those teams we
For
listed
sure.
off. Like,
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know what team is going to be on the Super Bowl
Yeah,
on the
no
NFC
doubt,
side. I mean, that's just all.
no
I mean,
doubt,
that's all I know, Nick.
no
That's all I
doubt.
know is the Packers will be
It's
there. But
wild.
like that AFC side, I mean, man, what a toss up there. I mean, you got some teams like Like, hey, we gave this hat away last week. I still haven't shipped it out yet. Sorry about that. I'm letting you
They
know
could
live
get
on
in.
stream, buddy. It's coming. I got to get your address first, too, actually. But that hat is coming.
Yep.
But like they could get in, and maybe make up a little Miami Hurricane, their way to
Maybe
the top.
maybe
Possible, less likely. But yeah, then you got the
yep.
Bills, you got the Chiefs, the Titans, who seem to be hot. And are they getting Derrick Henry back? Maybe going into the playoffs here?
Belichick.
That's like very interesting.
Come
Yeah,
on, in the
Billy
playoffs?
Belichick.
Ooh, that's tough.
Billy
And the
B.
AFC is interesting because the AFC teams that
Yeah.
we're talking about here are definitely, if you got to go play a game in Buffalo, New England, even Kansas City or Tennessee this time of the year, it is not ideal at
Yeah.
all. That's going to be very interesting to see. I think in the NFC side, it is fascinating to me that let's just assume, right? Let's just give let's
Yeah.
give the 49ers that win, right? That would mean in the AFC
Yes.
playoff picture, the team that is the 1 seed is basically the only cold weather team outside of the Eagles. Cowboys playing a dome, Buccaneers playing Florida, like the Rams and Cardinals are on the West Coast,
Yep.
49ers are on the West Coast. Like this is a situation where like none of these are cold weather teams at all. And no matter who you are, you got to go to Lambeau. Like
Yeah.
no matter who you are. The Eagles, really the only team that's even remotely in that ballpark with the weather. I think that is an interesting
For
storyline
sure.
for sure. I think this could definitely be a year
Yeah.
that has one of those memorable sort of playoff snowstorm type of games for sure. When you talk about some of these better
Oh,
teams that are in
you
it.
know, and I think like, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
And you need that. Those
Yes,
games
dude.
are like, it just that is like essence of football right there.
Oh, it
Just
really
to
is.
be played in the snow. Because like I don't care how tough you are. Playing in the snow brings out a
Yep.
little element
Yep.
of you being a
It
kid.
changes a lot,
You
man. It
know?
changes a lot. It changes what teams are able to do, depending on the way you're built as a team. Um, there's a
Absolutely.
lot to that. And I think, some of these teams are definitely built for that type of weather. I think like, some of these teams are
For sure.
absolutely built for
Correct.
that.
Yeah. They just got the ground and
The
pound type of
Patriots
guys, and
Patriots can win
like,
in a
yeah, they'll
game
have no
like that.
problem.
The Packers can win games like that. We don't yet know if a team like the Cowboys or if a team like the Buccaneers maybe, but
Yeah. Ben
oh wow,
Roethlisberger, Aaron and
he said
deep.
noodle arm.
Ooh.
What? No way, Nick. I don't know.
He's like,
Look
guys,
at him.
come on. What are we doing? Oh, dude, this guy's locked in. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care if I'm old. I don't care if I'm withering away. I'm going out on top at home. But maybe potentially the signs are pointing that way,
True.
but we don't know for sure.
It's
My
true.
last time at Heinz Field, I saw a
Uh,
Big Cat,
uh,
Barstool Big Cat post that he's like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ben Roethlisberger's last game at home the
yeah,
next three
I
years
don't.
in a row.
Yeah,
Like he's coming back. Like
yeah,
I think he might have like more of a Favre ending than people want to say, which I don't think that's not
for
necessarily
sure.
wrong. It's tough to give up a game that you've
Yeah,
given
no
like your whole
doubt.
life
And I
to.
think if
No
if,
doubt.
if anything's shown us that
But
it's recently, right? There are guys that have been able to
yeah,
go and keep. Philip Rivers got an extra year. Um,
yep.
who else played another year? Last year. Drew Brees. Drew Brees
Drew
played
Brees.
not with a
I
new
mean, not
team, but he
necessarily.
played.
An,
One
yeah,
that maybe he shouldn't have. It's tough though when you're Ben and you guys are 7-7. That's the tough part. I think it's a little easier, even if you think you're kind of done, if you were making the playoffs this year. It's like, how do
yeah,
you,
for sure.
you're still at that level. Um, but yeah, maybe Ben Roethlisberger can stay in the NFL. He just needs a change of scenery. I don't think that the Ben Roethlisberger at this age, though, in that division, is a great idea because because it's very
Yeah,
possible
you're
that the
probably
Browns like the coaching staff and want to keep Baker and they give Baker a deal and they get this thing done. And it's like now all of a sudden Lamar, Baker, and Joe Burrow are going to be in that division for a long time. Like all three of them are not going
Yeah, for sure.
anywhere. And so I don't know, if having an ancient quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger at this point is the best idea for your franchise.
Yeah,
That's a first
I
down
would
for
have to
sure,
agree
right? And
with
then
you.
yeah, and then you get like, well, then the question becomes where else would he go? And where else would he go that's better than the
Yeah, for
situation
sure,
in
right?
Pittsburgh that we just talked about, which is kind of a great situation. Like, it is. I think if you're
It's a good
Russell
fit.
Wilson, I would be taking a long look. You want to go the Giants, man? Look, I think Joe Judge is solid. You and I like the Giants, like
And
Saquon and the whole deal, but
Nick, I'm gonna tell you the big probably to Pittsburgh, and I think that's the head
yeah,
coach,
yep,
Mike Tomlin. It's
yep,
like never say never,
yeah,
but
yeah.
never. Like that type of attitude and energy is like something that I think Russell Wilson could is probably like strangely attracted
Yeah,
to.
I could see that. I could see. Yeah, I mean, it is the right spot if you want to win now. They've got
For sure.
weapons. They've got the coach. The defense is
Yeah, I mean,
great. Like
I don't know how well their offensive line is.
I
I
do
would
know
need someone
that.
to fill me in on that. But I mean,
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
that,
I know. I know. It's like, well, and where else are you gonna go? Like the argument with like a Russell Wilson, I think is like, where else are you gonna go, dude? Like, are you gonna go like where
for
gets
sure.
it was the argument with Rodgers, and it still is the argument with Aaron Rodgers is like, do you really want to leave that division which stinks right now, and you know.
Yeah,
Do you want to leave? Okay, maybe Devontae Adams comes with. That's what everyone always speculates. But Bakhtiari's on a long term
yeah, for
deal. Aaron
sure.
Jones is on a long term deal. Those guys are staying in Green Bay. Like they just are. Like so, where else are you
Correct.
gonna go that provides the similar thing? I think Pittsburgh's like a situation where it's like, yeah, where else are you gonna go if you're like a Russell Wilson?
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
also
does get
weird because
interesting, right?
I feel like
But
you you find out that the Bears offered for a trade for Russell Wilson in the offseason and the Seahawks didn't take it.
for
And
sure,
now if he walks out the door, like, oh, I don't think you're gonna beat whatever the Bears offered you last year. They probably offered a ton.
correct.
So Seahawks kind of lose out in that thing too.
Yeah, they probably should have worked a little harder to get a deal done. I think, and actually, that would have been interesting to see if
Uh,
that did play out, Nick. I mean, we'll talk about it after this 4th and 5 here by Ben Roethlisberger. Let's see if he's still got it one time for the one time. Ooh, he does not.
damn, could have.
Could have picked Ben off.
He knows
Ooh,
it. He knows it.
could have, should have, would have.
I
He
wonder.
does know it. Um, but yeah, do imagine if Russell Wilson gets traded early, they take Andy Dalton.
Yep.
The Seahawks do. Trade him straight up. Or maybe they trade
Yep.
Dalton and Foles. Bears still draft Justin Fields. So you have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields.
That that's wild.
That
Oh,
would have
it's what
been.
you'd
Could
want.
you imagine?
It's what you'd want. You know,
It's a classic
Fields
Rodgers
Fields doesn't
love
have to play right
situation.
away. I think it's tough.
Yeah, you've
And
got a
I mean,
competent
really, what they probably would
guy.
have done, you'd have to look at where the Bears picked, right? But probably go get a receiver at
Yeah.
that point. Probably go get a weapon. You end up with a
Yeah.
weapon and Russell Wilson instead of just Justin Fields
Yeah.
in just that scenario. If you can get that deal done, it does make you wonder though.
Yeah.
We're
Bro, I love
uh
You know what I love?
no, you're
I
good. You're
love,
good.
sorry, don't mean to cut you off, but I love being able to talk about like the little
I
predictions that we
know.
did like over the summer and be like, hey, what if this got reshaped to that or what we were actually talking about? And it's like some of those storylines don't come
Yeah.
true and a lot of them get forgotten, but when you're able to tie them
It's
back, it's like, man, the the landscape of the NFL would just
It
be
really would be
completely
with simple,
changed.
like with small things. Like it really does change, and it really does make you realize like that GM role. Like you're not like it really does make you realize like how much things can swing with like little moves because you can get 2 for 1. It's why the NFL draft is so important because those guys have to play the way the teams are set up, the way the salary cap's set up is like if you're a first or second round pick. like third round even sometimes. Like you're gonna play
Yeah.
right away, and you're gonna play for 4 years. Like that's gonna happen. And if you take a guy there and
Yeah.
you miss, you set yourself back bad. You know. Meanwhile, the right
Oh,
free
for
agent
sure.
signing, you pair that with the little draft pick, you can go from having no pass rush to a lot of pass rush in one offseason. You know,
Ooh, as Baker Mayfield gets
flag
taken down
there.
right
That's
there.
TJ Watt, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. This dude's fired up. Fired up.
Fired up. Get your head in the game. Freaking Zach
Hey,
Efron
shout out Zach
style,
F.
baby.
But I think it is interesting, though. You're going to go to the end of the first quarter here. You know, this game, both these teams are playoff teams last year, and
Illegal.
not so much this year.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they're scraping. They're fighting to get
so
in,
you're,
right? They're fighting to get in,
I
or
think
no
they're both
chance.
no chance because I think there's
Oh,
teams
okay.
with,
No, I know that division.
or maybe with the Browns there's a chance because they still have 2 games left and they have what, 7? They might still have a chance. I should look
Okay.
that up. We're at the end of the quarter, right? Let's look.
Yeah, we are. Beautiful. We'll take a peek.
AFC
See.
playoff picture. Let's see if somebody summarized it nicely
Yeah.
for us. It says, let's see here. Um, okay, it says Steelers.
Sure.
Okay, it says the Steelers remain in the AFC mix. Um,
Okay.
it looks like going into the weekend, they are still in the mix because the Raiders, but the Raiders won, right? So I don't know
Okay.
if that changes this, but they were in the hunt with the Raiders and the Ravens. Going into this week, so
Okay.
it looks like um I think though at the bottom of this article it's gonna have, yeah, it says yes, so the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth by winning their final 2 games. So they have to win tonight, and then they have to win next week against the Ravens, and they need a loss by the Colts. So they're still alive, but yeah, this still matters a lot.
Oh, sure.
And then on that NFC side, a loss by the Saints or a 49ers win, and they will get the last spot on the NFC side. So okay,
Gotcha.
Dolphins, Broncos, and Browns were eliminated. So no Dolphins, no Browns,
Okay.
no Broncos. So the
And the
Browns right
Browns.
now, if they win, they can prevent the Steelers from making the playoffs. But that's about it. Huge game for the Steelers here. So who knows? What we were just talking about. So Big Ben, if he can
I
get
know.
into the Super Bowl, hey, or I mean not the Super Bowl, the playoffs.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, I mean, that's. Well, let's think about the Super Bowl one first, and
Yeah,
then let's walk it back a little bit.
it would
Holy
be
shit,
wild.
that would be
And
impressive.
then what do? You can't.
And at that point, you would
You
have to
got to, right?
contemplate
Even if you
walking
get in
off,
and
I think.
lose, you got
At
to.
his,
I mean,
yeah, it's like you made it.
I
You
think
made it
there's a
one more time to the big show, which is like
yes,
he's
and I
been a
think as a
lot.
professional athlete, like he got beaten in the Super Bowl by Aaron Rodgers. But I think as a professional athlete, the time in your career where you
Uh,
for sure,
unapologetically
it's a
Packers
fact.
fans.
The when you get to that point in your career where you start thinking retirement, like it starts popping in your head a little, like maybe in a couple years. I think that if you get a chance after you've started thinking that, if you get a chance to play in a Super Bowl, win or loss, I think after that game you got to walk. I think you're already thinking retirement. Go on top, especially if you win one. But if I get the temptation that you feel like, hey, we're so good, we could do this again. But I don't know.
First,
Now here becomes the question though. What teams? This is not a great draft for quarterbacks. They said we just threw out a lot of names that'll probably be floated around as viable options for teams next year because there isn't a great draft class, for example. So
yeah, for sure.
you start talking about some of these guys, and you got to wonder, like, if Roethlisberger comes back, okay, cool, right?
Ooh, Who did he get there? Washington?
But
No.
I mean, think about it. Like Foles, Dalton, if Roethlisberger came back, but with another team, Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson goes to New York, Daniel
Yep.
Jones would be out there on the market. These are going to be the guys that like
Mm-hmm.
out there next year. My thing is like, what teams are going to need a quarterback, and how is this all going to shake out? Because it doesn't feel like there's enough guys there, like available. You know,
There never is, Nick.
like if I'm the
It's beauty of
Panthers,
the
like I love
NFL.
Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton's solid, but you might be
That's
thinking, we need a guy.
that's interesting. Do you think the NFL will ever get to a point where there's just elite quarterback
I think
play
it's going to
all
be
the way
tough.
across the board?
I,
Or do you think it's too much with systems and
I
different
think it's hard.
philosophies and stuff?
I
It's
think the
like,
college game does it a little bit of a disservice because those guys don't really have to. At a lot of schools, they don't have to read defenses, and then they get in the NFL, and it's like, yeah, man, the way the NFL works isn't freaking. You come up to the line, you look at the coach, you get the play call, you see the
Mhm.
7 signs, the different wristbands all coming at you. You're like, okay, I got the play. Then you do your little fake. The guy in the booth sees how the defense moves. You look back at the coaching staff. They give you the new play, and you go, okay, that play I throw here. Do your thing again, get the ball, and it's just a screen pass. Like I think the problem is that's like most
correct.
of these college teams nowadays. It feels like, and to be honest, the young quarterbacks that have had
For sure.
success in the last few years are like in real offenses. It feels like Joe Burrow like can read a defense, like actually read an NFL defense.
For
All the
sure.
3 Alabama quarterbacks we've talked about can read a defense, but those
Second
Alabama
and
quarterbacks
5.
come from a pro style system. Anyway, that's a long answer, I guess, all to
Yeah,
say
for
that
sure.
no, I actually think unfortunately, you know,
We
I don't
won't
know that you'll
never
ever
see
see
that.
more than, I think it'd be hard to see it on every playoff team at this point with the extra playoff teams. Like they're certainly not.
For sure.
They're not. All those playoff
Yeah.
teams this year are not in that position. Like realistically, you
Correct.
look at some of these teams that are going to squeak in, and it's kind of um,
Yeah.
like for example, it's like Jalen Hurts with the Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts is really solid. N- Not necessarily
Yeah.
elite.
Yeah, true.
Not necessarily like it's tough. Like I'm trying to think in the AFC. Like you've got you know
I mean, it's the Chargers, Colts, Patriots, Bills, Bengals,
Carr's
Chiefs,
pretty good.
Titans. So it's like the Titans are leading that, but like Ryan Tannehill, it's like,
Yep.
he has his moments. Carson Wentz, you can throw
Yep.
him in that category. Mac
Yep.
Jones, is he still a little too young to live to the moment? Justin Herbert, we'll see. I mean, he's a solid guy,
But it ends up
still
being in
second year.
you get to that
And he,
when the Super Bowl ends up being Rodgers against Mahomes, or it's last year it's Brady and Mahomes. It's like it just is kind of ends up being this thing where you're like, okay, well apparently you need that at this point. You need a real deal guy.
Justin
You know?
Herbert, we'll see. I mean,
I
he's
also think
solid.
like
Yeah.
you look at like, and that's the thing with those young guys. At least if you're like a Cardinals fan or a Bills fan, you have such a young, talented quarterback where I think you can you're watching these playoffs like maybe this could be that first chapter in like his
Yes.
story, right? The problem is when you're going into the playoffs with like a vet who's like already you kind of know what you got, and it's like I don't know, man. If he hasn't been able to figure out how to get one by now. I don't know that we're necessarily, Joe Burrow, you're like, you feel good, you're like, all right, he's young, like, let's see him in the playoffs, like, what can he do?
For sure.
Ben,
Yeah, there is like, there's those guys where it's like you get into the playoffs and it's like, okay, well, at least he's been here. It's either he's been
Yep.
here and he's done it a lot, like a guy
Yep.
like Ben Roethlisberger, or you're right. It's like here's a young guy who shows very much promise. Let's see if he can't
yep.
get a young drive into deep into the playoffs in his young.
But you don't want the
young,
middle
his
guys.
starting out career. I would for the chart. Yeah, I would look for the Chargers
Yep,
and Justin
yep.
Herbert.
Like,
being
he's
maybe
one,
that guy.
exactly. Like,
You
where Tannehill, not who you want. Like, he's been
Yeah.
in the league a long time starting. He's never been able to figure it
Like,
out.
Yeah, and it's like he's he's definitely made gains, and he's better in the Titans offense, but he still has those moments like this year with, I mean, obviously not having Derrick Henry, who's a big,
For sure.
he helps your offense go.
For sure.
That's a tough thing, but you still got to be able to play, and he had some wide receivers issues. So,
Yep.
I mean, you still got to play at a top level. It's like there's other quarterback in the league who had receivers go down this year, so it's like I understand that, but he just didn't show those big plays, which is why like you don't want they're number one in the AFC, and it's like you're hoping more for Derrick Henry to get back than you're trusting Ryan Tannehill, which you don't want to do. But we're trusting Ben Roethlisberger to get us right down to the 1-yard line.
Sneak that thing in.
Sneak that bad boy in. Let's go,
shot.
Nicholas. Here we go. Are you
at
11, 25, 24, 23? All right. Nice.
Yeah,
good. Way to get it close for him.
Yeah.
Way to get it close for him.
Let's
go. I feel good about this.
Let's go empty right here. Empty set. Get him back there, Get him nice and plenty of running lanes. And just it's the last thing they'll expect. That's what he's saying right now. He's like, guys, I got an idea. It's the last thing they'll expect.
That's
how they run that Cam Newton, that quarterback power play? I say we do that right now. Let's give it a go.
Bro, I can freaking see it. I can see it happening.
I just, obviously, like, you're familiar with him, but I didn't watch him a ton earlier in his career. He's such a big dude. I wonder if they ever did utilize him, like, a little bit that way, or if they ever thought to. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, you couldn't take him down, and then he's like, okay, I'm just going to scamper away for 8,
just banging into people.
And it's like, okay, well, I mean, it wasn't anything like spectacular, but damn, did it get the job done.
I mean, it's that Cam Newton thing, right? It's like if you have a giant dude playing quarterback and you get inside that 5-yard line, like why not? Let him get a little running room, back him up a little, get him in that shotgun, just put every blocker you have in front of him, and good luck. Wow. Yeah, very solid. Score there. Hey, fighting for their playoff lives here.
Yeah, they are. They sure are. Cleveland Browns need to wake up.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing is like I don't know. You don't necessarily want to see Tannehill out there. You don't necessarily want to see. Here's the one that people are excited about seeing for sure, which I think is super interesting, is Stafford in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, what is he? That's a mystery and a half right there. Man.
What is he exactly?
Like, what is?
Because it's like we know he's a
guy,
like talent wise, like regular season, all that. But there's a lot of dudes like that never get over the hump. I mean, remember like Romo. Romo is the man. Romo was a great quarterback. Like he was damn good. Like he was at the top of the top. Like he was the real.
And we probably weren't saying that when we first saw him. Because like Cowboys.
He was a really good quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
He could never get it done in the playoffs. Like he just could never get it done. He could, and some of these guys are just gonna be that. There's only 2 quarterbacks making the Super Bowl every year.
They are, and like, is Baker gonna be a guy like that? But maybe. But I hope not, because I do like Baker Mayfield's commercials. He does have some good charisma,
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's in that AFC Championship game last year. So if he can do that again in the next couple of years, then yeah, he's definitely a guy, right? But a lot of guys that only made one conference championship game in their career, unfortunately. Like there's a lot of those. I believe sure. Blake Bortles was in a conference championship game. And that's the weird thing about the NFL is I can show you a lot of stats that say you need an all-time guy to win a Super Bowl. You don't always need an all-time guy, but like you need an all-time guy to win a Super Bowl for the most part. I can show you those stats, but honestly, I can also show you like plenty of guys who were definitely good enough to get a team to the conference championship game, like get in that Final Four. Pretty much anybody can like. There's guys all over that have been able to do that, and so the question becomes, what sets aside Blake Bortles, and what is the difference between that guy and a guy that's able to get into the Super Bowl and win that game. You know, it's like Foles got in the Super Bowl and then won the Super Bowl. And so
Yeah, right. It is.
it fascinates me when you look at a guy like Foles and a guy like Bortles, and you're like, what makes them so dramatically different?
Yeah, I think it comes down. It's like, I mean, it really is a lot of fit, and I don't know. I guess I don't know the answer to that. I guess I haven't played quarterback enough at the NFL level to like fully be able to
For
grasp
sure.
that concept. But man, it is very interesting to think
Here we
about
go.
as we're kicking it off here. Nick, are you
I'm
10:39
at
here in the second?
10:32,
10:38.
but
All right.
it just froze.
34.
So hold on.
Okay, for sure. So maybe we might sync up
Oh,
accidentally,
look
of
at
course.
this.
It wasn't planned, guys. The Browns. A little off. That's funny.
Oh no, he's
A
gonna
little
spill
off
the
the
chili.
scoop you got
Oh
going
no. Oh
on
no.
there.
Well, quick, pick it
Oh
up.
boy.
Oh no. All right, let me know when you get to
Yeah, hurry.
16 on the play clock.
All right. So at 18, 17, 16. Man,
That was
that was
solid.
quite funny. And very interesting. I don't know why they did them like that, but because I guess it's bad
Yeah.
the last half of the season. Or bad last. I don't know. Nick Chubb, though. Yeah, it's interesting to see, like,
Damn.
I feel like both the Steelers and the Browns
Yeah, I
could still
agree.
be better.
When they were
You
last
know?
year, like last year, the Steelers were what, like 11-0 till they started losing, and the Browns were in the AFC Championship game. It's like, how do you guys get this
Yeah.
much worse?
Yeah, I wonder if they're just riddled with injuries that they.
COVID maybe, like
But
in some
I mean, a lot.
inopportune times, possibly.
For, I mean, I've been with that for a little bit, I believe.
What do you?
I mean, at this point, who hasn't? I
what do
mean,
you do?
I had a fair share of COVID.
What do you do if you're the Browns, right? In the sense that this coaching staff got you, like you moved on from a bozo, you bring this staff in, they get you to the AFC Championship game, right? You get Baker, he gets you to the AFC Championship game. Then you follow that up with this year where you stink, and that's a clear drop off. Like you were in the AFC Championship game last year, you're not even going to make the playoffs. That's not good. But
For sure. Yeah, that is a. And also, guess who's not in town anymore? Odell Beckham Jr.
Yep,
I don't know.
yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
get
makes
rid of
sense
your
to me,
yeah.
though.
Yep. It's like that's the thing where you go, okay, like how long do you give them as the owner and the fans and everything like that? Like obviously they did some.
I mean, I'm definitely not
No,
moving
not
away
yet.
from them at this point because, like,
If they don't,
yeah.
what if
But
they
like
don't?
probably another year or two, if there's
that's
not
the
an
thing.
extremely.
What if they don't make the
big
playoffs
opportunity.
next year, right? Then it's like, so was that just a flash in the pan when I do wonder, like, what's Baker's contract situation? Because he feels like a guy where you would go to him and be like, look, franchise tag. We're going to franchise tag you, bro. Like, till we don't know for sure right now. Because you were the man. But then, all of a sudden, you don't even make the playoffs. We're not going long-term money. Like, you're franchise tag.
Yeah. Hey, he may not make the playoffs, but he's making
he is.
Damn good insurance
He does
commercials.
do a good
That is
job.
for sure. Let's see. They have him locked up until next year, and then he is unrestricted free agent.
So maybe if next year
2023.
goes maybe still franchise tag. They said,
So,
I heard
yeah, for sure. That
I heard that's
2023 year,
maybe the plan for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I know they floated that out there, but I feel like that is more of I do feel like that is more of like just a tactic.
Yeah,
that
for
they have
sure.
to come out and say, in the negotiating general manager
For sure.
handbook type of thing. But
I mean,
you
could do
hopefully not. But if Rodgers did want to leave after the season or retire, like you might have to, which I understand. It is a part of the NFL, and
well, because you got to be able to
guys don't
pay
like
him.
it,
I
but
think is
it's
the
not
other
the
tricky
NFL.
part, right? Is like he should be the highest paid receiver in the NFL, but
oh, for sure, that is
to
true.
keep-
Okay, so that's that's the part where the franchise tag a guy like him. It's like
you can use it.
he. I mean, you're saving money on a year, but you're burning your relationship with the guy.
That's the
That guy's
tough
not
part.
coming
Is
back.
like sometimes, yeah, but they gave Dak
In my
that
opinion.
franchise tag multiple years in a row in Dallas, and then he signed long term. So,
Well, that's different, Nicholas, because that doesn't fit my argument. Okay.
but I do think it does make you wonder, like, because I think you can go over the salary cap if you for the franchise tag. I think that's the way that works. So if you're the Packers, I just wonder if you're kind of like doing the math and you're like, all right, like inevitably we end up using this franchise tag on either him or like potentially Jair or potentially Zadarius
Yeah, for
Smith
sure.
or one of these guys. Like, what do we do here?
For sure. Um, yeah, that is interesting. But Nick, did you see last week? I know it wasn't last week. Did the Browns play the Packers
Yeah,
last week?
yeah, that was last week, right? Yes, yes. 2 weeks ago was the Ravens.
Maybe.
Last week was the Browns. Yes. Yep. So we've seen them 2 weeks in a row. That's kind of cool.
Okay. So did you hear? Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Sorry. I'm working on something that I'm going to send you. Actually, I'm going to post it on Twitter, and then hopefully you can. You know what? Bummer. But did you see that the Browns logo kind of looks like a bunny
Oh, I
pushing
did.
a
Yeah, I
shopping
did see
cart?
it. That was awesome.
Yeah,
And now it's like, yeah,
that
now
was
it's kind of
hysterical.
all I can see too. Like I get when people were like, because I saw like
Yeah,
like a really zoomed in version of it, and I was like, oh, dude, it kind of looks cool.
correct.
Like it's a cool looking like rabbit, like as well. It's kind of like, you know,
For sure. And I heard some people say maybe it kind of looks like maybe a
damn
a
big
rabbit
sad
pushing a
rabbit.
walker,
Um, to me, it felt,
which
yeah,
also I agree. I agree
yeah, I
with
guess
that
it
too.
does. To me, it felt shopping cart ish.
For sure.
But
Well,
they do say the walker is the shopping cart
Walker.
of the elderly. So
Okay, there we go. There you
that's
have it.
that
You
old
heard it here
saying.
first. But yeah, Nick, check out the Twitter. I'm about to tweet
I
out
bet, I
the
bet.
for the Cleveland Browns.
All right, I'm about to look and see what we got. Oh my gosh, dude! I'm just. Um, all right, let's see. Let's check it out on Twitter.
Bing bong. There it goes. Just sent through. As we got 4th and 3 coming up here. Nice little gang tackle there by the defense. You hit him low, and I'll hit him higher.
Mm,
But was he fully down? Is the question that we're going to really take a look at here.
looks. Oh. Uh,
Was there like a forearm down, maybe? I don't know. I guess like
hard
how
to say.
can you
Oh,
challenge that too?
dude, look at it. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Feel free to
Yeah, yeah.
maybe we pull that in a halftime share with the
Oh, yeah,
rest of
that's
the
great.
air.
I like that a lot. Yeah, for sure. Let me,
Yeah, guys, check out this merch. You have to go to our
Twitter.
I just tweeted it out, but it is pretty cool. Like it if you know about the bunny and the Browns helmet. I'm curious.
Dude, that's a great one.
But it was funny because it was only that like certain look that they had, the color scheme or whatever. Because I tried to look other ways, and I'm like, oh, it does kinda.
Oh, for sure.
But like on tonight's game, it's like it
It's
does look like it a little bit, but not as drastically as the other stream, whatever they were, made it seem.
dude,
But yes,
that's great. Yeah, I'll do it at halftime. I'll try to airdrop it.
yeah, for sure. Or you might even be able to save it off of your phone. just holding your thumb on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I can
yeah.
save it, but then well, but I could do
Yeah,
like
yeah. It's the same thing. No, I literally just repeated the same thing that you just said to you.
because otherwise I could just got to do this move. I just got to be like, hey, look.
Yeah. Oh.
I should chill because I don't want anyone to see the actual game. I don't want us to get pulled off YouTube because I'm showing the game
Ooh.
stream.
No, I think you're okay. I don't think that was anywhere. You know.
Egregious enough to get us pulled. Um. All right, cool. So yeah, that is
Yeah, that's a good one.
that
I
is dope.
do
I
enjoy
like that
that.
one a lot. I like that one a ton. I wonder if the like it's gotta suck if you're like a not playoff team right now. Like
Yeah,
you've got to play like a next week, like, and you're just like, I mean, we got to play for pride's sake, but also like let's no one get hurt, please. Like let's try to stay safe
yeah,
out
for
there.
sure.
Like we are not making the playoffs. It's got to be weird too, especially with like what we were talking. I feel like we were talking about this last week, since the season's got that extra game, and then you got that extra playoff team. Teams stay alive longer, like in the race,
Yeah,
and so it's got to be
that is true.
weird now because you could have still been alive like 2 weeks ago, last week, and now all of a sudden it's like now you're kind of you're done for. Like you're on vacation a week from today, for the majority of the league, which
For
is
sure.
kind of wild. It's got to be such like, dude, can you even imagine the feeling of like you're playing for a team and you're on like a 4-year deal and this was only like this was the end of like the first year. Like you signed a new contract. This was like the first year. Maybe you didn't make the playoffs. That's okay. You were about to go on, off season starts after next week. You're
Mhm.
gonna go on vacation next week, and all off season like, oh, I got 3 more years with this team. Like I'm good. I just go enjoy my off season.
Yeah, for
You don't have
sure.
the stress of any contract negotiations. You don't have any like. You're just like you've
Yeah, let's
accomplished your
play football.
dream
Let's play good. Yeah,
of being in the NFL, and you now have the like safety and security of like knowing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the NFL like the next 3 years, like
for sure.
guaranteed.
Yep.
That's how we're going. Like it's got to be such like a
Yeah.
crazy feeling. And then similarly, like I cannot imagine what it would be like to be a guy playing for the Browns right now. You're not making the playoffs. Season's about to be
Yep.
over after next week, and this is it. Now you got to renegotiate. You got to like go through all the stress of all that.
Oh, as Baker throws a
Pick.
pick.
No, damn.
That's all right. That sets us up for Benny Roethlisberger's.
Didn't he throw like 4 against the Packers? That's like
Yeah,
five.
he has been letting them fly lately.
It's like 5 picks in his last what 5 quarters?
You think he gives an F?
No, I mean,
No.
no, definitely not. He's the #1 overall pick. He says. And Baker's a weird guy too because they could not make the playoffs next year, and that contract runs up, and he decides like I'm good, like I'm, you know, like I'm, or they don't want to keep him. He gets signed by somebody.
Yeah, he would. And that's like the interesting thing. Like, I think I mean, he got one more year, so it's like, it's kind of perfect if he doesn't play well because it's like not a total loss,
Right.
You still have Nicholas Chubb, you know. You got that full Chubb back there, and you're good. But we got Ben Roethlisberger first and 10. Nick, I got 7:03 and
Yep.
10 seconds.
Spot on, me too.
All right, beautiful.
All right, let's see what he's got here, dude. If they could get another touchdown here,
Oh!
what a psycho this guy is. He's trying to like,
Ben Roth, that was
What's it?
vintage. That was vintage
What's
right
this guy-
there. He's like, watch this shake off. Let me fire this bad
this
boy.
guy's playing like he's throwing deep passes, like
If that was Heinz Ward, he would have caught it.
he's definitely throwing deep passes, like he changed his mind and he's coming back next year, and he's just like, I'm letting this thing fly. Like I gotta prove to these people I'm no noodle arm.
Yeah, right. I'm not a noodle
Yeah, he
arm.
definitely could have some Favre to him. I wouldn't be shocked if he left but went elsewhere next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be.
Y-
Because, yeah, he only has 1 year deal, right? Or I wonder how his contract structured.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But I do think he
I,
is on a 1 year
you know
deal.
what we don't see really anymore? And I thought Andrew Luck was maybe going to be this. You don't really see guys pull
Hmm.
the Favre, like retire and then come back like a year later move. It's been a long,
No,
long time
yeah.
since we've seen that happen. Like that would be the thing that I think is so wild, like a younger NFL audience, is like this would be the equivalent of Drew Brees coming back next year. Like he retired
Yeah.
and went away, and then he was like, "Oh, never mind. Actually, I'm gonna come back and play for like, and to be like a random team. Like I'm gonna come back and play for the Giants.
Yeah, all right.
Like that would be like it'd be like if Ben Roethlisberger really did retire after this game, and didn't play next year, but then he came back. That'd be so crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like seeing Philip Rivers in the NFL next year. Nah, I still got it. We go down to
I mean, and like the funny thing is like those guys probably could come back and just like they play at a competent level, you know. They break middle of the road most
yep.
likely, but get it done. Ben's getting he's got his feet moving though. I'm liking that he's getting his feet warmed up for that solo touchdown that we bet on
No
today.
doubt.
But see him go to that tight end. He loves those
Yeah,
tight
man.
ends, bro.
Is that
Oh,
another out route there too?
yeah, it
Dude,
was.
that's his guy.
I
That's
know.
his. Look at him. Oh, he's moving. He's showing he's still mobile. Yeah, can you imagine he goes
Yeah,
off? Like he throws for 4 touchdowns, like 320 yards. Something crazy.
yeah,
Like he
right.
gets out here and just, lights it 280 and 4 touchdowns today. And he's like, why would I retire? Like, why would I? Why
Yeah.
would I retire? Dude? That
Yeah.
would just make no sense.
He reminds me of Dennis Quaid in Any Given Sunday, bro. Like, it's like, bro, just move over. Let Dewey Haskins do
For
his thing,
sure.
bro.
Dewey. Dude, that's a weird thing too, right? Is like they got Dewey Haskins out there, like that's the next guy for them if they didn't go the Russell
Is it though?
Wilson
Because
route.
I think they got Mason Rudolph, who they're pretty
Oh, that's
confident
true
in.
too. Meanwhile, dude, you could be the. It's so wild. Like,
Which that's all something we haven't talked about tonight, Nick. Is
uh,
like, what if Mason Rudolph gets in the game? You got the Myles Garrett
oh, I like
narrative
that.
from a few
I
years
like
ago.
all that. I
Wild,
like.
bro.
I would love to see it.
That's football at its finest, right there.
Damn, you gotta catch it, bro.
Let's see.
See the replay here. That looks like. Oh no. Looks like Williams going back to the greedy Williams for the Browns.
Greedy.
What? This dude's first name is Greedy?
I mean, we got. It is funny. It is a
That
unique
is wild.
name. I find it. Yeah. Maybe we're pronouncing it wrong. Once again, we are not
That's true.
linguists,
That's true. We could be
So
wrong.
maybe we are. We could be saying it wrong. Oof. Wow, Ben, you're just leaving your
Wow.
players get left out. Ben's like, I don't care anything it
What a
takes to win.
catch.
But he did take a shot.
He said, I got knocked
So,
down too. You'll
yep.
be. It'll be fun, son.
They both got up and
We
flexed.
both were.
into
We
the
both got
defense.
knocked down. You'll be fine. Uh. Wow. That was crazy. That dude got laid out, bro. He hit him like. He decleated him. Both feet came off the ground. That was wild. And here they are, Scott. Another chance. He might scramble one on in there. Let's go ahead and get a little like play action. Maybe we drag that receiver from the right over and
Oh, oh, what are we doing there? What are we doing
just
there?
go. Let's go make a play there, Ben. Scramble on in there. I mean, in a weird way, it's the last thing they would expect. You know what you never really remember seeing from Ben Roethlisberger in his entire career?
What's
Him
that?
taking snaps under center, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah, that, yeah, that is kind
Like I
of
don't really
funny.
ever remember Ben Roethlisberger like getting
You
under
think?
center and like coming out of like a drop and throwing. He's always in the shotgun, like his whole career.
Yeah, we would have to go and check the tape on that, or if someone in the who was watching the stream right now knew. But yeah, I think Ben Roethlisberger, as we got a guy down, hopefully he's okay, but holding that knee never good. Um,
Yep. Ben,
but yeah, he's I would be very curious to see
like,
how many snaps he's taken from
is
under center.
there
Actually, with modern technology, he
is
can
there
provide that
film
for
of
you.
it? Like I would love to see it. I remember, like I even remember him in college. I feel like he was always in the shotgun. Damn, dude, that sucks. The knee. You never want to see the knee. Knees, ankles, feet. Like those are guys' livelihoods. You know.
Uh, so according in 2017 regular season, he was only
Oh
under
wow.
center 27% of the time. That dude's a 75%
Yeah. So
shot
he's
tender.
yeah he's shot. And I bet you a lot of that is like
Which
goal
I mean,
line or like like there's
for sure.
that's wild. But yeah, you really never remember him under center. Like some guys you definitely do. He is not one.
Bro, I feel like Ben Roethlisberger's like highlight tapes like 10 years from now are gonna look very much like how like Dan Marino's or like Joe Montana's looked
Bro.
from back in the day. Like not a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
athleticism going
Just
on,
slinging
but
it.
like yeah, sure he's
Slinging
slinging
it,
that
dude.
football
Yep. It's gonna look
around.
like for sure.
You know?
Just oh man, no athleticism. Like it'll look like he wasn't dude, and especially like
Not much.
10 years from now,
But like but he has like
he
sneaky
does.
athleticism that you have to watch a whole
He
game to like
does.
really appreciate, you know? Like you're not really gonna maybe you can capture in highlights. I don't know. I gotta go watch the tape, watch the highlights like most of these
Yeah,
fans do,
he's
you
not
know.
Peyton Manning back there.
But
Like, but he's also not moving in
yeah,
any real way.
for sure.
But that's
Yeah.
funny though. It really will.
Yeah.
It'll look like you're watching
That's
John Elway footage. Just drop back and
yeah,
sling
for
in that
sure.
thing, dude.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the YouTube link right
I
underneath our Twitter, so that way if people want
I
to
see.
come over, watch on YouTube, interact in the
You
chat
know
with
what's
us, they
dope
have
is
that
like
option.
with Rodgers like passing Favre's record and stuff. Like I saw a bunch of Favre clips and like Favre tapes and stuff like the last couple weeks. And dude, it's so fun to remember how that guy used to play. He used to just throw that bitch up for grabs like constantly. Like I don't think he never
Yeah,
saw a throw
it's
that he didn't love.
that's something I think I need to do. I think I need to
Oh,
go
it's
back and watch
phenomenal.
some of his highlights because I'm sure it's going to bring back a lot of memories and be like, man, I do remember those plays, and it's
Dude,
like, damn, he
it's so
was out
fun to
here
watch it
wilding.
now, like, cause like we were like little kids, so like back then you're just like this guy's awesome, like he's just throwing it, he's scoring. But you like now watching it back, I'm like, oh my god, dude, like some of this stuff is so reckless. Like he plays like Josh Allen, like
Yeah, I remember. I remember like the biggest knock on Brett
uh
Favre, like when I was a kid, like growing up, is like, yeah, he holds the touchdown record, but he also
yeah, dude,
holds
he
the
had
most
so
interceptions record.
get,
And I'm like, I
dude,
guess like it is. I mean, yeah,
he
you're
was
right.
having
You
games
ain't
with
wrong.
four of each,
Uh,
like just throwing it up
yeah.
for grabs, dude.
Yes,
Just slinging
yes,
it,
he
just dropping it back
was.
and letting that thing fly, and just like never saw a pass he
Yeah,
didn't think could be completed. It is phenomenal.
yeah, yeah. And he was definitely going
But
to find out for
he could
sure.
make all the crazy throws. Like I saw somebody said like basically Rodgers is Favre without any of the mistakes, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, he kind of
Correct.
is. Like Favre used to make those.
Yeah, like you don't hear about Rodgers sending his
It's
dick
the
pics to the
truth.
training staff. Okay, we don't want those mistakes that Favre
Favre
was
was
out here
like
making.
Favre was that though. Favre
Unfortunately,
would make those crazy throws where he would just like drop it in a bucket. He'd just throw it like right by a defender's head, and you'd just be like, "That's so nuts!" Like like
yeah,
all the arm
for
talent in the
sure,
world. Just what a what a wild card.
for sure.
There's Baker. Talk about interceptions. Was that graphic they just showed up there a little while ago? Is Baker's like most interceptions by a starter since like the year he was drafted in the whole league.
Oh,
Yeah, a bunch
really?
of
That's not
interceptions.
great.
He's thrown a lot of
But
interceptions.
and what do we got? We just need to. Oh God, why was I so foolish when putting together this parlay and so careless to think that Baker Mayfield could throw for over 223? Let's see where he's at though.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
he
we're not
should
out
be
just
able
yet.
to. Like, if we're being totally honest, like,
I know. Got 20
yeah, he's one
yards.
for 10. He's one for
20
10.
yards.
But they said he's got like
Oh
four
yeah, yeah.
drops. He's got three batted down. But yeah, man, that dude.
Well, stop getting them batted down. Stop,
Let's see,
stop
AFC
dropping the ball,
playoff.
guys. We just need Jarvis Landry to
So
go
the
for 180, 100. We need him to go for 225
oh, dude, the way it's
and win
setting up
out.
right now, the Chiefs could end up playing. Oh man, dude, the Patriots could end up playing like the Bengals in Cincinnati, like the first round. Like Joe Burrow and Mac
Ooh,
Jones first round against each other would be
ooh.
kind of awesome.
Bro, that would be a great first round weekend if that
Or
matchup did happen.
or like if
Like,
Belichick ended up playing like against the Chiefs, like the Patriots defense against that Chiefs
for
offense, like
sure.
something like that would be nuts. Damn, the Steelers also need the Chargers and Raiders to end in a tie. That's wild. Dude, Coach T, man. Is there anybody better than Mike Tomlin? Like, there's a few, but I don't know. I think it's kind of like
Yeah, I mean,
he.
I think any fan base in the league would be very thrilled if he was their coach, and I think you can't say that about a ton
Yeah, for
of head
sure.
coaches in the league,
For sure. Yeah, he's the man.
Like you might like him because like yeah, he knows great football or he coaches great football, but like when you're
Yep.
talking about a culture guy and stuff
Yeah,
like
he's the
that,
real
it's like
deal. Like, you see him on the sideline and you're like, yep. Like, that's that coach. You don't have to put the graphic up. If you just showed me him, I don't have to see. Like, I would be like, yep,
oh,
that's the
for
guy.
sure.
That's him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got that
No doubt.
charisma and carries himself, that way. Ooh, Baker just getting it off there. We got Jarvis Landry, 3rd and 8. We got a little first down conversion. Nick, is this a little momentum? Is this what we need? Is this the thing that's
This
gonna get
is
us going? And maybe that parlay is gonna hit. Maybe Ben's TD is gonna hit.
2 minute
Maybe
warning here.
what do we got? Is that
See, here's
Browns -1? I should have went
these are
Steelers
the heart
plus one
attack
money line.
situations for the Browns fans, though, is because now 2 minute warning. Baker's got to go make a play, and so he's gonna put it out. He's gonna put that thing up for grabs potentially. I think if you're the Steelers,
For sure.
whatever you got that you feel like you can force a quick throw out of him, whatever blitz you've got, I think you're gonna be using it here in the next maybe 2 or 3 plays. You're gonna
For
have to
sure.
maybe if you can get Baker in an comfortable spot right now, like you got to take that. You got to go for it.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see.
Brown.
Did this at let's see. Pat McAfee just tweeted, Chubb had to have the thought at least one time tonight. What if I Antonio Brown right now?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine a lot of those guys, like just looking around, maybe at a certain point at the night, you're just like,
Yep.
man, that would be wild if I just took my pads off and just, I mean, hey, what a great moment though in sports history.
No doubt. It was phenomenal. I mean, my man just said, you know what? I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I imagine a lot of those guys.
I'm good. Dude, that's so wild. So who's your MVP?
Boom, 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 boom.
You got an MVP favorite, Scott, right now?
An MVP favorite. I mean, I think you got to
Let
go
me see.
Aaron Rodgers and Jonathan Taylor. You
Yeah,
know, I think those two guys are proven to be like, the most like impactful for their
yeah.
teams. I mean, Jonathan Taylor again, 108 yards yesterday in a
Mm.
tutter. Let's see. Let's take a look at it, just his stats real quick, and we get
Let me
into it.
see if I can find the player.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 1,700 yards this season.
Nuts.
That's filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So right now, uh,
2,000 between rushing and receiving.
you could get him at plus 1,600 odds. He is
Oh,
sitting at fourth.
yeah. What's Rodgers
Rodgers
at?
is the favorite right now at minus 400. So pretty sizable considering Brady's second at plus 500.
Okay.
Right now, offensive rookie of the year, Jamar Chase leads there. Offensive player of the year
Yeah.
is a tie between Jonathan Taylor and Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
Comeback player of the year, Dak Prescott leads the betting odds right now. I like that.
Yep. I agree. That one's a good one.
And
Okay, we got a little false start here, maybe timeout. What we got going on?
coach of the year, our boy LaFleur is sitting in second right now.
Behind who?
He's sitting behind Zach Taylor, which
Okay.
I get that the Bengals are good, and they won their division.
Yeah,
But
like consistent great.
it doesn't
I
really
mean-
seem like the same thing as,
And we might be biased.
being,
Okay. We are Packers fans. But, I mean, I'm just saying. Look at it objectively. Maybe we can't. Maybe we won't ever. But you do what you got to do. I think he's deserving.
I think Rodgers' potential back-to-back MVPs is fascinating. That is wild.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That is wild.
Ooh. Wow. Do you think that hit on Baker made that throw go perfectly where he wanted it to
That
go?
was a dame.
Okay.
Climb the pocket.
Nice. Yeah, and way to stay in there as you get your offensive lineman running into you.
Okay, they're going with I guess they got their timeouts, so they try to get them with that run, maybe sneak that in there.
That was a terrible play call.
If you're gonna run that and you feel like you're gonna catch them off guard,
Oh.
I think that's okay if you were either willing to use the
for sure.
timeout or like you had to kind of call this play in the huddle too. Like, all right, we're gonna try to run, but
Yeah.
like then we're gonna.
Yeah, for sure. I think they were at least like expecting a field goal here in this position. Jarvis Landry, I think he's due for a tutter. Oh man, he's fighting with the chain gang. He just literally threw him down. Oh no. Okay, he just bumped into him. Sorry. Okay.
Somebody's watching right now.
Now
Like,
he's
wait,
taking
what?
his pads off and he's running off. That would be great.
Now he's exiting the stadium. I could see Jerry Jones sign Antonio Brown next year, but he's about the only one that I could see do it. And I don't know if Big Mike McCarthy would be willing to go for it.
Yeah, I think that's probably your bigger hurdle to jump, mountain to move, if you know what I mean.
What a play, dude. TJ Watt just makes a play every time you need him to.
Oh,
It is wild.
so what do you do
I mean,
here?
you definitely... All right, so you burn...
Punt it, I guess. You got to, right?
Yeah.
43 seconds. Too much time. For Biggie Ben, boy? Big Ben?
Yeah, and it feels like this is just really poorly being managed when you have 3 timeouts sitting... Like, all 3 of your timeouts are just sitting in your back pocket right now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that run play wasn't a good idea in this situation.
And, like, here... I mean...
Oh, he had a guy.
Yeah, he had him for sure.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah. Maybe he had someone in the lane of the throwing lane that he couldn't get it there, but
gotta let that thing roll.
yeah, that's
Man.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you throwing picks either way. Baker, like, you might as well. Damn, TJ Watt has 19 and a half sacks this season? That's so many
Yeah, those Watt
sacks,
brothers.
dude.
Yeah, do you think they'll go back? They'll go down as like one of the best
They
brother
might be
combos in the
it. They
NFL?
might already be the best one.
I mean, you got the Bosas,
Buses are pretty
which
good. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, no, probably Peyton and Eli, and then the Watts.
Peyton and Eli.
Probably Peyton and Eli, and then the Watts, because Peyton and Eli have the Super Bowls. You know, Peyton
Yeah,
and
because you
Eli
had
have
Tiki
all.
and Rondé there for a while.
Yeah, Peyton and Eli have all the Super Bowls. Yeah, Tiki and Rondé were pretty good. Probably the Watt brothers, like probably Peyton and Eli, and then the Watt brothers, maybe second, realistically. I forgot about Peyton and Eli for a second there. They're definitely number one.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're more broadcasters now than they ever were football
Yeah.
players.
What do
So,
they?
yeah, it's easy to
Don't
forget
they have
that.
like 4 Super Bowls or
You
something
know,
crazy? How
what
how many did
are
Peyton
they
win?
at?
2, and lost one. Is that how that went?
They won one in Indy, right? When they beat the Bears,
He won one in Indy and one in Denver.
and then he won one in Denver and
And
rode
then
off into
didn't
the
they
sunset.
lose one in Indy?
And then Eli's got two, right?
2. Yeah, Eli has 2. And then I think they lost one in Indy with Peyton too, right? That's the one that um Pat McAfee kicked off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat
yeah.
McAfee was on. I think.
I forget who they played in that one though, but they definitely lost. Wait, did he play? Hold on, wait. Did he play in 2 Super Bowls with the Broncos too?
Peyton?
Yeah, didn't he
Peyton?
lose one and then win one?
Interesting.
I'll look it up.
Let's take a look. Let's look
It
at
all
it.
blends together.
Let's look at it. Let's take a look at it.
Let
And
me see. Yeah, he was yeah, oh no, Peyton won 2. And he was in
yeah, okay.
what does it
Second and
say?
8, Big Ben here. Oof, oof. All right, 22 seconds. Can they get into field goal range here? Got to take a little bit of a shot here, Benny boy.
Oh yeah, with the Colts he had 2 appearances and won a Super Bowl. And then he
Okay.
with the Broncos he was in 2 Super Bowls and won one. So he's 2-2. Yeah. Yep.
2 and
Yep.
2.
That's what I thought. Because he won.
Ben Roethlisberger going to that tight end. Oh, all reliable. Too bad it wasn't Heath Miller out there, baby.
Damn, dude. Heath Miller. That's what a throwback. This game is absolutely crawling, by the way, by comparison to the usual.
For sure. Yeah, the second quarter seems to have been a little longer, but I think that just sets us up for good football down at the end. Oh, they did throw that flag. Grant, you can't do that.
Wow, so if they... Oh, man. So the Browns coach has to be getting... Stefanski has to be getting killed right now on Twitter. Let's look. Game management is probably being discussed.
This is like some of my favorite things to do. It's like just when you hop in Twitter and the team's Twitter, Mayfield is a huge problem. Our locker room. We have.
Oh, bro, that's talking about the
teammates,
chili.
family members calling you. The chili, are they?
They said they really did a Kevin Stefanski spilling the chili animation.
Yeah, for sure. That was wild.
They said the
Uh,
chili. Oh yeah, man. The chili was a big thing. It says Baker Mayfield should have been holding the chili, not Stefanski. Stefanski didn't deserve the chili
uh-oh.
graphic. They really had. Oh my god, dude, that's so
I think
funny.
I think Peyton's getting fired
Yeah.
up on about the
Oh, I
Browns and
bet.
how they're playing. I'll be interested to see. I'll have to tune
FanDuel
in
tweet.
later. Ooh, almost
FanDuel tweeted Kevin Stefanski continuing to throw the ball, and it's just it's like a meme of a dude saying, "Are you a sicko?" It's from FanDuel. Oh yeah, they're yes. Twitter is not happy that he is not running the ball more. Nick Chubb has 4 carries.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an issue, you know? It's like you haven't even tried to go a heavy
Yeah, it's
dose of
like
Chubb, you know? Like you want a massive amount of Chubb when you're coming in and playing the
you do,
Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? Ben,
you do.
because Ben's bringing full Chubb into this game. Got his last game of his career at Heinz Field, maybe potentially that's what the signs are pointing to, but we don't really know. And then also, it's like he's playing at home. It's look at that emotional walk.
They-
He's doing it again.
he
He's
said,
full chubbed up for this. It's not very big, but he's
I
got a big
mean,
heart. And
for
it's in a
sure.
good spot now. So it is a little emotional. I'm sure a lot of Steelers fans are upset, because it's Ben's last game in Heinz Field, but he's coming correct. Stefanski, however, not so much, because he's got minor Chubb over there, not
Oh,
even
there we go. Look
utilizing
at
his
that.
Chubb.
Look at
Nick
that.
Chubb,
All
that
right,
is.
Browns, get out of the half. Eli subtly flames Kevin Stefanski for having Jarvis Landry chip the rusher instead of running a route. Hilarious. Um,
Oh, Ben, look at Ben. Oh, oh, he threw an interception.
it
Crazy.
says
It didn't matter. It didn't
ha-
matter though. So
this tweet says
that's the
have to
time to
wonder if
throw it.
Kevin Stefanski will push to be reunited with Kirk Cousins in Cleveland. Cousins could be in line for an extension in Cleveland if a trade with the Vikings could be worked out. That's wild.
I I'm gonna take a look into Big Ben Twitter
Bro,
right now and
these
see.
people are very upset with Stefanski.
Let's see here. At the half, Baker has thrown to one more Browns player than Big Ben. Big Ben threw the ball 34 times and only has 96 passing yards. That is no way. Hang on.
What?
Let me check that because I have to fact check it
Wait.
because we want to get it right. That means 34 times at half?
Why? Oh, okay. He said,
Wow. He did
"Bro,
throw it 34
what?
times.
That's insane." They let him go out like Kobe when he shot like 50 shot attempts in his last game or whatever.
For sure.
Oh my god,
Like, Ben, you're going to win this game?
dude,
We're
that's
done.
it. We're just gonna do it. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, they're not super pleased with Stefanski. It feels like.
All right, now let's go check the other quarterbacks going on in the Twitter sphere here. Baker, baby. Oh, he's trending, which obviously because, how shit is Baker Mayfield? It's a poll. If we can play together here. How shit is
Oh,
Baker Mayfield?
yes. Okay.
Real shit,
Oh.
extremely shit,
Oh
worst
wow.
to ever play,
Oh.
should retire.
Should retire. Oh man. He, I think.
I mean, that's harsh. First of all, that's harsh. He doesn't deserve that. But if we are playing the poll,
I mean, this game tonight,
man,
extreme shit. I would say for this
extremely
game
shit.
tonight, I would say overall, probably just shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He throws a lot of
I mean,
interceptions.
yeah, he doesn't even have he doesn't even have a
But he
reasonable
shouldn't
response
retire.
there.
But
So
if you're giving me those are my only options tonight, oh, he's been extremely terrible.
yeah.
The Bucks still have not released Antonio Brown. Technically, oh my god, dude, you can't afford not to because Bruce Arians was
Uh,
like, he's not with us anymore. That's your head coach, bro. That's your Super Bowl champion head coach. Like, you know,
yeah.
you got to do it if you're the GM. Like, you got to do it.
Uh,
Mm, let's see.
yeah, we got a lot of upset Cleveland Browns fans here for sure. I mean, they do not like seeing what is going on.
I mean, I can believe it. Feel the feel for him. Like this is just rough. Mm,
Um, I know what I want to do.
I wonder if. All right, let's see. Let's take a look here. Antonio Brown courtside at the Nets game tonight, bro. Come on,
Oh,
that's amazing. He just stayed in New York.
hey, he's living his
The
best life.
rest of the team, the
Living his
rest of the
best
team
life.
went back.
You
He
think he
just
was
stayed.
like to his Uber driver like, "Hey, you think I crashed with you tonight?"
I just think it's like wild to think like it's like, dude, that dude's on such a different level. Like it's so wild. Like the amount of money he's made in his life and stuff. Like I don't know, how he handles his finances, but he just walked out, got dressed in the locker room, grabbed a Uber, and was like, "I'm gonna just do me. It's all good. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just stay
Yeah.
out here in New York. Like it is what it is." I just think it's wild though, because it's like a lot of guys have wanted to walk off before and didn't. So the fact that like he did, it's like I just don't think a lot of players respect it. I think it's hard to go into another locker room
Well,
like after that.
yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna do off the field antics and just like, yeah, your life's a
Yeah,
mess, like, yeah, that's one thing. But when we can't even
for
trust you to
sure,
be there for the full game,
for
that is
sure.
when it
Like guys
becomes
can,
an issue.
yeah, like guys can get past you having a wild personal life. Like they can get past that. You die here, your personal
Yeah,
life, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're playing football. It doesn't really whatever you got going on, you got going on. But that's like the
sure.
team, it's like that's about the team. It's like I'm not gonna be able to really trust you like that, you know
Yeah.
after like it's wild. And he's like, I just don't see how he's I don't see a
That's
team
Eddie.
signing him, but I'm sure there's a team that would do it. You just gotta wonder
Yeah,
who,
for
like,
sure.
who is looking around at what they got, and they're like, who we need. Damn, dude, what a game! What a day of football yesterday, man. We got
Yeah.
what was that Robert Quinn set the Bears
Hey,
sack record or whatever? That's pretty cool.
oh, did he? That's a big thing. That's
Single
probably going to be
season,
not
I
as big
think
of a
single season
storyline as it
sack
should
record,
be.
something like that. Which in that history of that franchise is
And,
incredibly
and
impressive. Like they have had some real pass rushers.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they have. And that's yeah, let's go on a little Chicago like
Yeah, no
brouhaha.
doubt.
Um
Let's get them.
but like yeah, that's a big thing. That's a small or like a bright spot for that
Yeah.
Chicago
Oh
Bears
yeah. I
defense,
think.
you know. Um see
Yeah, for sure.
um but yeah, I think you had coupled with extending Nagy maybe and
And then you're
Justin
onto it.
Fields, like maybe got a
Dude,
team. Maybe got a
if you're
squad. I don't
them,
know.
new coach must is a must. And really, like the only benefit that you have, I think, is because you're in this big market that guys want to be in. You can probably
Yeah.
get some free agents signed that can help the process where you don't feel like it's
Yeah,
this whole rebuild type situation. But see, I kind of think if you're a team
correct.
like the Jaguars or if you're a team like the Texans or even where the Bears are at now, I kind of think the move is like go get some vets if you can that have done something, that have won some like stuff. There are guys
For
sitting
sure.
out there in that free agent pool that have played in a Super Bowl before or have won a Super Bowl before. And it does kind of make you wonder, like, what is it? What does that do? Does that help to have a guy, in that locker room for a year or two that's just been there? It's not a total rebuild.
Yeah.
Like,
And I wonder like maybe like a guy like Russell Wilson, like is it just too much? Like is it just too much to go out and get a guy like him and like forgo those draft picks that you're
right.
potentially gonna have, to add him to your team? Like I don't think we've seen enough of those types of trades happen in the league to really be like I feel like what I'm saying, and I'm no financial advisor or general manager
Okay.
for the National Football League, but I feel like that's an untapped market that teams maybe need to focus a little
Mm-hmm.
more attention on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see like,
Like especially struggling teams, like maybe like the Browns with a guy like Russell. Their
I
squad.
think it's worth. I mean,
Just
I always think about it
it's
like
interesting
when you
stuff.
trade picks, you have to think about, okay, is a guy we would draft in this round better than the guy we're
Yeah,
trading for in the next 5 years? Because a first round pick in the NFL is like 4 years, and then I think
for
you can do
sure.
the extension team option for a year, so 5 years. I mean, to me, I think like the Trevor Lawrence thing, like, cool, right? You take Trevor Lawrence number one overall.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I do think it's cool that Urban, really screwed up Trevor Lawrence's career. Yeah, that's
Oh, you're in
sorry, it's
the
a little loud here.
oh, you're at
Tough
the
hearing you,
bar.
but
Nice, nice.
yeah, I'm in the best
Oh,
Browns
sick. How
bar I've ever been
what's
to.
the conversation like in that Browns bar right now? What are they liking, not liking at halftime?
It well, it's there's a lot of shouting going on, and some guy spilled
Oh
his chili in the
no!
back over here. You wouldn't
Oh,
friggin'
come
believe it.
on!
Yeah. So, we're
Oh,
dealing with that. But yeah, we're having a great time. I'm actually gonna go hit the head. I'll be right back, Nikolai. But
I
feel free to
will.
enjoy the people
I
here.
will.
And
I
yeah,
will.
I'll be back real quickly.
Beautiful. All right. So the
Well, it's a lot of shouting
what is
going on,
this picture he
and
has used? This is amazing. Look at these people. What is that guy? Oh, look, they got like a matching bar crawl shirts on the one. Those shirts, oh, phenomenal. Gotta love it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This game is kind of trash because, like, it does look like I don't think these adjustments are coming. Steelers will stay alive, probably not get everything done that they need to next week, and then probably not make the playoffs. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. Been wrong before, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Um, but yeah, I always do think like with trades, like you got to think about like the trade off, right? I think like Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence, but I don't know if it's me. You know how much you can get for the number one overall pick, and I don't know that the necessarily the Jaguars are in a position to not take him because they're just not very good. But I do think that kind of idea goes with a lot of different teams, right? Where it's like Russell Wilson for the next 5 years, like he's worth, a lot, a lot. I think he's worth a lot. The question becomes who's in a position to like go that route, right? Like you wonder, like it seemed like the Bears tried to trade for him last season, right? Would a new Bears coach come in and say, "Yes, let's get Russell Wilson"? Like if we have to trade Fields and a pick, like okay, let's bring him in. If you're the Steelers, would you wanna, would you trade Big Ben retires, would you trade a first round pick and maybe one of your receivers? Maybe. I think Russell Wilson is still has a lot of really good football left to be played. So if you're looking in that next 5 year window, I think if you want to make a run at him, make a run at him. Offer him what you can. Absolutely. But no, I do wonder a lot about where all these quarterbacks, how this all shakes out next season with a lot of these different teams, because right now there aren't enough good quarterbacks available right now, and I think you see it. You see these top heavy teams because they have a guy. Dak is a guy in Dallas. Brady and Rodgers, those NFC teams are strong. They've got a guy though. Stafford and Kyler Murray, they have a guy. In the AFC, you definitely have that, right? You have that with Josh Allen. I feel like you have that with Lamar Jackson. You have that with Mahomes. But then there's a lot of these other teams where I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. Is Tua a guy? I don't know. He's solid. Very solid. And they're on a streak right now and all that, and I love it. It's just, like I said, one of those things where, if you don't have Big Ben, Mason Rudolph, and Dewey Haskins, those aren't guys, really. I don't think so. So it does make me wonder a little bit how these things kind of all shake out. I wonder about Wentz now. Having seen him in Indy, I do wonder about him a little bit. I think, Derek Carr. A lot of people are going to ask that question, especially if the Raiders don't make the playoffs. I think that's an interesting situation that could happen. I think Derek Carr has been really solid all year, but what if they don't make the playoffs? What if it's the Chargers? What do they start saying about him? Is he maybe they got to move on from that? I imagine new coaching staff in there and stuff, they would probably want to. If he doesn't make the playoffs, and he can be someone that I think a team could go get. That maybe does make a lot of sense. Now, if Seattle's moving on from Russell Wilson, could it be them? They have to get someone and if Russell Wilson goes to New York, does Daniel Jones become a player that Seattle wants? This is why your team always has to scout everybody. This is why your team, no matter where you're drafting, hopefully your team and the scouting department's paying attention to everyone, because you really never know. You never know what could happen. You're the Seahawks a few years ago. You got Russell Wilson. You got nothing to worry about. We don't need to take a look at Daniel Jones. We don't need to take a look at, any of these guys. We're good. We got Russell Wilson, But you always got to be paying attention, because you really never know how that pans out. But I do wonder, Russell Wilson, as we get in the second half started here, if he goes somewhere, then they're looking for someone, and so then they're playing the Carr, Dalton, Foles, potentially a Daniel Jones type of game a little bit there. So you really never know. Or one of these other guys, right? Like we said, Big Ben leaves, but he wants to play somewhere else. I mean, I highly doubt it, but you never know. But yeah, it's wild. It's a wild time. Steelers defense looks great, though. You get a sack right there. That'll get the Browns off the field immediately in the second half. And, this is going to be tough. The Browns, all this momentum is... Oh, you're good. You're good. I was telling the...
Sorry about that, buddy.
Telling me and the people at home are listening to me just kind of think through out loud these quarterback situations for different teams. So, but
beautiful.
Got a sack there. Steelers got a sack there, so that's a 3 and out to start for the... I believe 3 and out there that was for the Browns, and we're gonna... Now it's back to the Steelers, and I think the way the Browns' offenses look tonight, if the Steelers can figure out a way to go get some points on this drive, things are going to get interesting, especially if they can figure out a way to get a touchdown. Yeah, no doubt.
For sure, right? Fourth and 4. Okay.
No, we're. I saw.
What time are you
at? A commercial.
Okay. Beautiful.
I'm at a commercial for a cell phone provider. Hey, look, if you are a cell phone provider, you'll never get us cheaper. Shit us up. I could. I'm not gonna say cell phone provider if it's you. I'm gonna say, such and such company. Here's the deal.
Hey, because we use telephonos. We use them.
Telling me.
We use them.
Very solid. What's up,
bro? We got We got quiche
Quiche.
catered in tonight.
Hey. Oh, quiche tonight. Very solid. I like a nice quiche
Hmm.
from time to
Hmm.
time. Just.
I tell
Ooh.
you what, my girl, she makes the best quiche,
Dude, I
best
gotta
quiche
try
in
it
the world.
sometime. I like a nice quiche, dude. From time to time, it's healthy. It's just,
Yeah,
you know,
I
oh,
never
it's
really
good.
had it ever before,
Yeah,
because obviously my childhood was more like, we
hell
had the
yeah,
cinnamon
dude. Hell
rolls for
yeah, man.
breakfast.
I've eaten
It was,
some damn good foods over at your childhood home. Uh,
hey, I've eaten
I'll
some
tell
good
you,
food at
we
your
were
childhood
lucky.
home too.
We
I
were
had some good ramen noodles. You know what
we
I'm
were
saying?
see we were lucky, but yes, we were not really doing the quiche thing either. You know what I'm saying? We were more, you know, more like muffins and things like that. You
Yeah.
know, similar experience, I think. But no quiche, man. You can get a good little quiche.
Blueberry for sure.
What's in the quiche that you got?
I
Oh
got a
yeah,
little
that's a salad
broccoli
one. Yeah, yeah.
and some eggs. And maybe something else
Yeah, the
too, but
broccoli, dude,
cheese
is a
for sure.
super salad move with the quiche. I feel like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna polish that off right there. Boom, bam.
they're showing the
Mm.
they're showing the immaculate
All
reception.
right.
I always think it's crazy that it's like we don't have the other angle, like the at all.
All right, you
Look at
might be
John
just a
Madden.
little
Wow.
ahead of me. Yeah, that is kind of
Hey, by the way,
okay. Now I'm on you.
R.I.P. John Madden, the
Um,
man, the myth, the legend, the real deal. That's
yeah,
a good,
yeah.
good dude by all accounts, and that's
Oh, 100%. Like when you watch his videos, like you just see like that dude only wanted like best
oh
for
yeah,
people,
for
or
sure.
just wanted people to be their
And
best self around him and like
so ahead of his
just ooze
time with like
joy.
the way he understood media and like just yeah, an awesome guy. A lot.
All right, let me know when you get to
I'm right there. I'm
12:32
at 34.
and and 30 and 37 seconds on
Oh,
the
hold on.
second down.
I'm ahead of
It's
you
like been
actually. I'm at 27 on the play clock. So let me know when you get.
all right. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming around. 30, 29, 28,
Sweet.
27.
Oh, hold on. It jumped up. It
Beautiful.
jumped
Now
up.
we all
Hold on.
up.
Let me know when it gets to 10
Oh.
on the
All
play clock.
right, let's
It jumped ahead on me.
okay.
Boom.
12,
All right, let's get
11,
it.
10. Home of the Immaculate
Salutes
Reception.
Big John Madden, man.
Salute.
John Madden, Super Bowl champ
Big
though.
John.
They could never take it away from it. Oh,
Yeah,
Najee
for
Harris,
sure.
let's go,
Najee
let's
Harris.
go.
He's running, stumbling,
Oh,
fumbling. Oh!
that was crazy, bro. Yes, dude. Oh man, that dude. Oh man, he like set it up too. He kind of like jabbed and then was like, "Bull." Oh, dude. Bro, how are you gonna face your family now, my guy? Oh, after that one?
He did
Oh,
make the tackle for sure, I guess.
oh no.
Uh,
Hey, you were
Frustrated by
high on
rookie
Najee Harris
Antonio
in the
Harris.
summer. You were right,
I
buddy.
was. I
Yeah,
think
you were.
he's gonna be a good running
Well, and
back.
that's the
He'll be
thing is like
solid.
with him at running back and their defense, like they should not be 7-7. It feels like.
Yeah, I feel like, and they have like, I mean, I guess your wide receiver core is maybe still coming along, which I mean, it's tough to hear that, but
Yeah, it's
you
like
know,
they got a nice thing going there. Little potential
yeah, they do.
uncertainty at QB, but
It
that's
it
about
does
it.
it does feel like they have some like areas for building blocks
Ooh,
like
this could
in
be
the
a
near
shot.
future. Not a complete rebuild, but it'll be like
Yeah,
more
for
to
sure.
it.
I thought they were gonna maybe take a shot there, but no. Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Yeah, he's a very good running back. Alabama guy, I think. And isn't that the
Yeah,
thing, man? If you're an NFL coach, it's like Saban will filter him down, dude. You're good. He'll go get the freaks in high school, and then 3 years later, here you go.
Yeah, that is
It's
kind of
kind of gotten to
true.
that point where it's like you could.
These are just schools that are just
It's just.
powerhouses for these, or they're just getting top
It's like
talent and
every
developing
year
even
at
top
Alabama, it's
talent.
the quarterback, it's the running back, it's half the line and the whole defense. Like it's like it's just starting to become this crazy.
Yeah,
Not starting, but it just is this crazy thing. An
for
absolute
sure.
factory. Flag. Oh, free play.
Big
Free
Ben
play. He
airing it
sees
out.
it. He feels
Yeah,
it out.
thank you. Did they blow it dead? I thought it looked like a lot of people stopped.
Wow.
No.
Free
Offside.
play.
Steaming funny.
I feel like they blow it. They blow
Yeah,
it way. They blow
gotta
it
take
dead way
advantage
too
of
much.
those.
Because they say
Yeah,
it's like he's unimpeded to the quarterback is why they blow it dead, but it's like
yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Those quarterbacks don't give a crap on that
Yeah,
play.
yeah. Like
Like
I'm
let him
throwing it.
come. If he's
The
offside, they
set.
don't. They don't. It does seem like probably most quarterbacks are like, yeah, no, I do
Yeah,
not
the
care. I
second
want
I
to try
see
to
the
make a play
flag,
here.
I'm just letting it fly. So
Like, yeah, I do not want this whistle dead. All right,
eat it
3rd and 3.
here. They are threatening here. If they can get points on this drive, yeah, wow, nice route there.
Beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Now you
Yep,
can
the
go back.
ball looks like this guy looks like he's
Now
in
you
his
go back
prime,
to
maybe.
Najee Harris here.
I know you think I'm
Oh
talking about
no,
Johnson, but I am
Big
not. I'm
Ben.
talking about Ben
Yeah, I know.
Roethlisberger,
I think
baby.
he's thinking that
Biggie
too.
Ben. But
Because here's the problem: is like, if you're him, you're
this dude is out here
you're like,
slinging
dude,
it.
we've got Najee Harris, we've got this defense. I think we can be pretty good. I might stick around, and
For
it's like,
sure.
but the question would become, what else could you get if you can't get Russell Wilson? If like that is not an option, and the free agent choices are kind of slim,
Yeah.
and the draft is kind of slim, you would rather have Ben.
Yeah. Let's take a look and see what free agent quarterbacks are out there.
Yeah, I wonder whose deal is going to be up. And like who's going to move on from them. Because that is the weird thing about the NFL. Like, you kind of only really going to play quarterback for 2 teams tops. 3, like, and be like a real, like a
Yeah.
starter. Like, anyone good, they just sign the extension. Like, so.
Mm. All right, this is who you got. Ben Roethlisberger is the
Okay.
best player on
So
this
he's a
list.
free agent.
Like. And you have
He could
Ryan
win
Fitzpatrick.
a game, but.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but older than you want.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
the same age as Roethlisberger.
Yeah, that's tough.
They're both 39. Has a big hit there. But then there's Andy Dalton, Nick Foles.
So Dalton and Foles will both be out of Chicago. I don't.
Here's one.
I like Tyrod. I like Tyrod Taylor.
32.
Yeah.
This guy wins. He's been screwed over so many
I like
times.
Tyrod
But
Taylor.
he does
Like,
win. You bring a guy like him potentially in.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that too. Get him out of Houston. You
like
saw
Tyrod
he could
Taylor.
play. But
I like Tyrod Taylor. I think that Andy Dalton is still probably like if you just need a guy for like a year or two, like your team's not great.
for sure.
But like Andy Dalton could play for this Steelers team and like not be worse than Ben,
Oh,
I
for
think.
sure. Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor's
Yeah,
the
I
best
mean,
guy on that
probably-
list.
Yeah, they got Mitchell Trubisky. Marcus Soda is probably one of the youngest guys on the list at 20. Jameis Winston, too.
Oh, he's a free agent again already? That's interesting. Jameis is the best quarterback on that list then. He just got hurt. He was playing great this year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was. That LASIK
So
was doing
Jameis,
him
Tyrod
well.
Taylor are probably your 2 best. Dalton and Roethlisberger probably don't make anything worse. Like, for you. Foles probably doesn't make anything worse for you. but it's going to be hard to sell
I
your
don't know.
fan
I mean,
base
maybe he'll.
on you're a serious team with like Foles or Dalton. Whereas Tyrod Taylor, I feel like you could sell your fan base on that for sure. Like, oh yeah, like this dude, like we can make something happen.
For sure. Like, I think you could, because I think he's played a lot of good football. He's just been just
Yeah,
Wally
he's
Pipp,
solid.
bro.
Like he's very solid. Yeah, so maybe Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, maybe Tyrod Taylor. If I'm like if I'm the Seahawks and Russell Wilson leaves, sign Tyrod. You sign Tyrod for
Uh,
sure. I think if you're the
yeah.
Steelers, you could win with him. The Giants are going to be a
Mm.
weird one, right? Because like Daniel Jones has probably only 1 year left, right? 2 years? No,
Oh, Dwayne Haskins is on that list
he's a weird
too.
one because you haven't seen much of him. You know, like
Yeah, I know the one. It's like like he's a guy that could go somewhere like
be
Sam
solid.
Darnold did, but
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
potentially flourish. Because like I feel like him, it's like he just made a mistake of
Like
not
the
really
severity of
understanding
the
what
yes, yep.
this was. Yeah, and now I feel like he does have that understanding, especially working behind a guy like Ben and seeing a guy who's been in and doing it. Maybe he didn't need that to take the leap
That would be
forward, so that'd be
interesting.
interesting.
What how's anybody in the chat?
No
Yeah,
one
that'll
tonight,
happen.
unfortunately.
It's
Not much
just a
action going
chill. It's
on.
just a
That's all
chill
right. It's no
Monday.
big
No,
deal.
nothing crazy.
Yeah. But a lot of people strolling through on the Twitter sphere, which you gotta love, shout out. Feel free to like and follow, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. It has not gone
Yeah, I think.
unnoticed.
Hmm.
I know it's kind of loud here.
Yeah, how's the
More. We finally got that chili picked up, They got it cleaned up. So
how's the wow. Oh no way,
we
did
can
you?
add their t-shirt thing. Yeah.
Hold on, you froze for a second and then you came back though. You're good. Um, dude,
Yeah.
what a wild
Whew.
scenario. Yeah, next year will be kind of cool. Like next year will be cool. It'll be cool to see like how things shake out a little. The NFL does feel like in a pretty good spot though in terms of now. I feel like there was a little bit of time there where it was kind of like it reminded me of the NBA where you were kind of like, all right, I know who's like the main guys now. Like
For
I know
sure.
who like the studs are now
Yeah.
at quarterback.
Correct. It's like what's like
But what's the next
who
like?
who yeah, yeah, it's like the Baker Mayfield, the Sam
Yep.
Darnold, the Macaroni
Yep.
Jones now,
It's like who?
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Like those guys are those younger quarterbacks that the league is now in good hands because there's like top
Yep.
talent. And now it's like you're seeing the Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady's be the Brett
Yep.
Favres that for us was like that's all we
Yep.
knew was the Brett Favres and the Tom Brady's. But now we get to see a guy go through his
It
career.
is
I don't know. It's
because
interesting.
you weren't
It's a
gonna,
unique perspective.
you kind of knew that in about a 4 year span, and maybe it's a little longer, but like roughly, you kind of knew that in like a 4 year
Yeah,
span
for
you were gonna
sure.
lose
Modern
Breeze,
health and
Rivers,
medicine, baby.
Roethlisberger, Brady, Rogers, like all of those guys were likely gonna kind of go out in a
For
similar
sure.
time frame, and that's a lot of talent to lose all
Yeah.
at once. And so I do think it's kind of awesome
Yeah,
now that
for sure.
you have a Joe Burrow, who seems like he's going to be good for a while, and you can kind of see it. You can kind of imagine like those matchups 10 years from now. Like there's
Yeah, you
really no
can.
Rodgers or Brady left, right? It is this new wave. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson is probably gone. 10 years from now, like or definitely actually,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
but you
Yeah.
will have, Jameis Winston will be the 36-year-old, right? He'll be like like 38-year-old, whatever, however old he is. Like, he'll be
Yeah.
kind of where Brady and Rodgers are now, a little young, Joe Burrow will be, 32.
For
He'll be
sure.
still be young. He'll be, Justin Herbert will be like 34 or whatever. Like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we're good.
Are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
good now?
Oh, it's all
I think
good.
that was on my end. Slowed up a little bit.
Oh, I got
But
fix this one.
okay.
Well, man, so I'll tell you what.
Ooh. Yeah.
So this is our last Monday evening of the first year doing this, man. How do you feel?
Yeah, I know. Bro, it's been a lot of fun. We had a couple
We
duds
did.
in there, and
We
you know
did.
what?
This
Those
is one
games
of them.
sucked
This is
ass.
arguably one
Let's
of them.
be honest. But this game's been pretty.
There have been some moments,
It's
couple
been,
moments, but it's
yeah,
not
not
great.
the best. Actually. Yeah, I think the Ben Roethlisberger narrative
For
has
sure.
kept us in it. Probably longer
For
than
sure.
we would have been. And the Kevin Stefanski. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I might be behind you. I'm at
Oh yeah.
648,
No, you're behind me. Let me know
647,
when
or I
you
might
get
be
to
ahead of you.
608. You
Oh,
saw that.
okay. Because I just saw Nick Chubb's
Yeah.
stiff arm and oof.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're
608.
looking for 608.
Oh, now
Oh,
you're
by
at.
leapfrog, yeah. I'm at
All right, I'm at
604.
604.
6 on the play
Oh,
clock.
with 6 on the play clock. Okay. Yeah, I'll catch back
Yeah,
up and I'll let you know. 6 on the play
for
clock.
sure.
All right, I'm at
Appreciate it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6 on the play clock. We're live. We're lit.
But yeah, man, we've had some. I think we've seen some great moments. I'll be excited after this season is done to go back and cut some clips from. I'll rewatch everything and cut some clips
Oh
and then
yeah, that'll
sync
be
it up
dope.
to the actual play. I think we've probably made a couple of great calls that we're just sitting on gold right now, and we're
Yeah,
just
that'll
gonna
be
be waiting
dope.
to deploy. That's the beautiful thing
I
about
love it.
documenting and not creating.
Stuff happens,
It's
Just some
hey, yeah, we got it. We got it all.
some stuff
We're
happens.
building
I
a
think
catalog.
yeah, man, it's been a fun ride. It's kind of wild to be like at the last week now, just given like, it feels like we just started, and then it also feels like we've been doing this our whole lives. It's very weird. It's like a weird thing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
for sure. But the nice thing is we got some bigger stuff in the works for people who are watching us, following us. You know, maybe want to learn a thing or two, do a
What the
thing or
heck?
two here or there. I don't know. Big Ben football.
I think it's awesome. It's gonna be exciting. Like I think it's gonna be pretty freaking exciting. I think like what for us to be able to do this, like it's been dope, and I think like in the going forward, it's gonna continue to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get better.
So
We're gonna
do we
grow.
do
You know.
all right, so let's do this. Since we like predictions, you and I,
Hmm.
since we like
Yes, I
predictions,
do like predictions.
give me give me
Prediction
your
time.
give me the one team. Can't pick the Packers for this one, okay?
Okay, for
Give me
sure.
the
Fair,
give me
fair,
the
fair.
one team next season when Monday Night Football comes back around. Monday Evening Football, rather.
Mm.
The one team out of the whole NFL that, and remember, this is interesting because you have to be certain that they will play on a Monday night too, because not every team
For
plays.
sure. That's true.
Who is the team that you look the most forward to watching next year? It's not really
Mm.
necessarily a prediction, but it's
Nah,
along those lines.
well, I think we talked about them a lot, but I think obviously Cincinnati Bengals go up in that category.
Yep.
Now, that being said, I mean, I think we know them too well, so I don't know if this one pans out, but I think seeing the Dallas
Oh
Cowboys,
yeah.
I think they're going to be probably top tier again next
Yep.
year. It
I
seems
agree.
like.
They've got the pieces where
Um,
like why would they get worse in a division that isn't great?
yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
agree.
And then also like I'm interested to see like what the
Yeah.
Chargers do
Yeah.
because
Herbert's the man.
I think I've always had a draw towards the Chargers, but like the way they're being coached up right now, it's
Yep.
wild, man. going for it, trusting the analytics, maybe not trusting the analytics. I don't even know. It's like too confusing, but man, is it
Dude,
exciting.
I dig it. I agree. I think I'm with you on the Bengals. I think the Bengals probably will get an early Monday night game next year. They will probably be in
Yeah,
one of the first 4 or 5 weeks, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, Bengals will have one of the first 4 Monday night games. Um, and they will play
for sure.
someone good, and that will be cool. They will play either like the Ravens or like the Patriots, and that would be
Yeah,
kind of awesome. I think that would,
for sure. I could even see a
yes,
Bengals
that would be
Browns
very
game.
cool. That would be dope. Like all Ohio. That's the type of stuff. Like I think that one, and then the other one for me, I think is the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be very good next year. I think they're
Okay,
getting hot right now, and
I
I
could see
think
that.
they will
Yeah,
be very fun to watch next year. I think like that's a thing that's built for the future, and I think if you give them a
yeah,
full season with OBJ and this whole kind of crew, I think they could be pretty cool to watch, and they'll obviously play. They might play week 1 on Monday night for all we know,
oh, for
being in
sure.
LA.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, for sure. Right, big city team. It's like it makes a
It's
splash. Like
you know,
totally. No, that totally makes sense. And like you said, having Matthew Stafford in for one full year to really understand Sean McVay's offense and things like that. Like, yeah, we will really see next year. Just probably just how great that guy
yeah,
potentially
no
is. But
doubt,
man, can he sling it?
no doubt. Um,
All right. So what are we looking for here? Are we looking for a
I mean, for
stop? I
us on these
guess, right?
bets, the thing would really be like we're kind of sunk on a
Yeah,
on.
I
Oh
mean,
wow,
yeah.
oh
Unfortunately,
wow. Ben goes
what do
down
you
there.
got?
I'm at yeah. That sack. You saw that sack on third 3:30 left.
3:30. No. I see. I see it now as I'm zooming up. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Okay. Well, all right. Now
Is
I'm
that
maybe
gonna
way
hold on?
ahead.
Oh no, nope, not a safety. All right. Wow, the fact that he got that punt off and that was awesome. That was a great special teams play right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
All right. Commercial break. I'm getting back into this Twitter sphere here.
Hmm.
See what we got going.
Yeah, let's
What do we got here? Browns Twitter.
Brand's Twitter. Let's go.
I gotta imagine I'm getting my nails done next week, and I think of getting light brown French tips or white and black, but I
What
don't know
not?
yet.
Oh wow. Well,
That's that's not relevant team.
no.
Okay, Samford. Jeez,
Oh.
Browns can't even block a punt correctly. Yikes.
Uh,
All it takes for the Browns to get a good special teams. I mean, special teams is difficult, guys. Like you're only out there like 3 or 4 plays out of the game. Certain aspects. It's like it's not hard or it's not
no, for
easy to
sure.
block a punt if that's what you're referring to, right? Or like get like big returns. Like that's not very
Yeah, no
common
doubt.
in the league.
No doubt. Um.
Not
Yeah, I'm
happy about the
seeing.
Browns offense. Browns have shown no heart, guts, or ability to give even the smallest amount of shit this season. Drink up, Browns fans. That's Dad
Oh,
on
dad. Hey,
overload.
somebody's
At Dad. At Dad on
somebody's dad is
overload.
on
Check
overload
him
right
out.
now for sure.
Uh,
For sure.
yeah, and see, I think the big thing with the special teams is like you guys
Uh
were
huh.
as Browns fans, they did have Cribs for a little while, and that was
Yep.
electric. It's tough when you get a guy that pampers you like that, Devin
Yeah,
Hester-esque
it's like
type.
so rare that like it's like
It's tough to go to see your. It's tough to.
yeah
Yeah,
for sure. Oh, let's see. Um,
Steelers Nation's got to be pretty happy with what's going on here.
let's see. The yeah.
Baker Mayfield over the middle. Oh, he hits his guy. Peoples
Oh,
Jones. Oh, he's off to the races. Okay. Does this set up a Jarvis Landry touchdown for us? Are the stars aligned? Is Mars in
it's
retrograde? What is going
Mars.
on right here? Watch. This is where Baker makes us eat our words for all the
Or
slander we put towards him.
or he throws a
He's one of
pick, which would be very on brand. It says,
Mhm.
"Damn, these dudes are killing." This dude tweeted, "Clowney just needs to play another 8 years and he'll have as many sacks as T.J. Watt does right now." Oh, savage.
Ooh.
All right,
Yeah,
now
that
they
is wild.
yeah.
All right. So what do we got? Second and
Now
goal
they got
here.
you.
I think we need a little Jarvis Landry, just like quick screen
Where are
or
you?
like
Where are you at on the
what?
time?
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
ahead
at
of me.
149.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll stop. What time you
1:55.
at?
52,
Beautiful.
51,
Just let me know
50,
when. Yeah,
149, 148, 147.
beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, somebody's at their house like, we're in the fourth quarter, bro. This is not.
It's possible, but I think we're
I
pretty
think so
close
too.
to
I
what's
think that
going
we
on in
could
the
get.
action.
I think that you. Oh man, you guys give us a whole off season to get that, like some of those elements, dude. That's the other fun thing about doing this. Like,
Oh,
is you
for
have
sure.
an off season, like where you can come back and
You can go back, check the tape. How do we perform here? Our X's and O's. Can we get a John Madden thing where
oh
we're
yeah,
drawing on the screen? And like
oh yeah.
showing our shit. Oh, that the possibilities are endless. We're just
Hey, you
learning
never
down
know.
this avenue,
Maybe
but also we're so wise. Maybe. Oh,
maybe
let's go. Oh no, but hey, we'll
a
take it.
touchdown. Wow. All right, Baker. Well, now we do have a. Now we got a
Hey,
game,
keep him in the
which
game.
is good. Which is good.
We do.
You know.
Yeah, kick the field goal here. Oh, was
It
Ben
did
wearing
feel like
pants?
it took them everything they had to score here, though. It's taken them a lot of this game to finally figure this out.
Man, look at Jarvis Landry, Baker. He was wide open.
Clown!
I'm I'm starting to think Baker Mayfield doesn't like play. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. That's a joke. He threw to another
Baker
black guy,
Mayfield is
so
a
it's okay.
clown.
He is a clown, but he might be coming back to win this game for us potentially.
Wow.
Mm. But I'm seeing what Vegas is doing right here. They're setting the table for a Browns -1.
Yep.
Yepers.
Yes, see. What would we need here? A touchdown. Yeah, this is interesting. This has
Yeah,
gotten
right.
much more interesting again. Because I was going to say before, one of the things, too, that we'll have to look at is how good were we on the bets.
Oh no,
Plus
we
one,
had
yep.
Cleveland Browns plus
Does
one.
it? Oh, yeah.
No,
It does
we should be okay.
Yeah, +1. So, yes, we just need a touchdown, and we're fine.
Oh,
I
Sam
should
has
check
entered the chat
I
though.
should check I should pull up the chat if we've got some people.
I did.
That oh boy. All right, let's see if I can get this chat up. There we go. Boom. So,
All right. Nice little kickoff there.
boom. And let me open up the
All right, guys.
chat.
I think we need to get.
Chat open, sweet.
I think we need to be. We need to. Again. Better.
Ah, there we go. Did you place that bet at halftime, or is or is that a play on words? Or did you see the fact that they only gave him the ball like 4 times in the first half and thought to yourself, you know what, in the second half, let me take the over on yards because they're obviously going to give him the ball more?
Go back.
Or was that a bet that you just already had heading into the game?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking the chat.
Oh,
Because I'm
for
realizing
sure.
that would have been a pretty solid bet at halftime to be like, well, they haven't given him the ball.
Correct. You think they'll do a heavy dose of him
Play on words.
this half?
Play
Ooh,
on
is
words.
that double
Exactly. This guy
entendre?
gets. Let's see here. Man, this game is crawling, dude. It is still the third quarter. That is wild.
Yeah, I guess they usually wrap up around 10:10. I think it'll be right on time, brother.
I guess they do, yeah. Over 16.5. Oh, Harris over in 54.5. Nice.
Oh, nice. Dang, I got him much higher, like 90.
Yeah, for the parlay.
Oh, because you bet him halftime. That makes sense.
That's the.
Makes sense.
Peoples Jones over 19.5. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
3rd and 9. I do think, that our bets are intriguing, for sure. Peoples Jones. He's the Peoples Jones, There's no other way around it. I gotta drive home from this bar tonight, so that's why I'm only drinking sparkling waters, guys.
This guy's
Shout out Bubbly.
At the bar.
Can't even cap.
Can't even cap.
Best, bro.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
No, there's no other better.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go on this tangent about Bubbly, because we bubbling out here. That's right. All right, who's bubbling to their way to the top? I think the Chargers. Let's see. Chargers, interesting. Steelers are in the hunt. Looks like they'll get that win. Plus 215, free money. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Which one's plus 215, I guess. All right, here we go. We got Big Ben, 3rd and 9, dropping back. Probably. I haven't seen this snap yet. Dropping back. Here we go. Oh, man. Just low. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's nothing going on there, ref. Oh, Ben is mad. Grrr. You won't like me when I'm angry. That is kind of is. Oh, that's funny. But nonetheless, the Steelers will punt the ball away, which I think makes this sets up very well for Baker to do what he's got to do best, knock the Steelers out of playoff contention, and win us this bet, baby. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. But if Ben could get in the touchdown one time for the one time, it'd be cool. I ain't even gonna cap. It would be cool. Does it seem like the Bengals are getting in a little bit of a Bengals? Sorry, this is what the highlights are showing. Does it seem like the Browns are getting a little bit of a rhythm here? We got two, unfortunately, or third quarter, 2 seconds left. So we'll see one play before getting back to the action in the fourth quarter here. Oh, nice. Nice. Baker Mayfield dropping back, faking the pass. Oof. And getting absolutely crushed by the Steelers defense there. Not good. By Loudermilk. Loudermilk with the sack. Big Ben. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. I mean, it's crazy. I think he has the longest tenured player to be with the team,
No way.
I believe.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. He's like a little older than Rod, right?
Yep. And I think they said if Rodgers stayed 3 more years, Rodgers would hold that title.
What about Crosby?
So, I mean, I don't know.
Isn't Crosby older than? Hasn't Crosby been there longer than Rodgers? Crosby and Ben have to be similar draft, right?
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Because
Date joined the Packers 2007.
Okay. And Roethlisberger's what, like 05? Which is crazy when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2004. Damn. Dude, that's nuts.
And Rodgers was drafted in 2005.
So let's play this game. Other guys that were drafted in the same draft as Roethlisberger. I'm just going to read. Roethlisberger was drafted 11th. I'm just going to read you the top 10.
What year? What year was this? And I'm going to take a couple guesses. All right. 04. 2004. So who was the top 10 players drafted? Can you name me off the teams that they were drafted?
Chargers, Raiders, Cardinals, Giants, Redskins, Browns, Lions, Falcons, Jaguars, Texans, and then at 11, the Steelers took Roethlisberger. So this will give you an idea of how old this cat is by comparison.
Would LaDainian Tomlinson be?
No.
Okay. I was thinking maybe he was the Chargers. Man, 2004. So it's like when do Ben Roethlisberger's obviously one of the last, right?
He might be
so it's like
last.
you gotta look back like 2015 to like 2017 to see when most of these guys have like left. Pretty recognizable names.
Oh yeah, for sure. When I read some of these off, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
All right. Let it rip.
These are the top 10 picks of the year that Roethlisberger got taken 11th. The 10th overall pick, the guy before him, was Dante Robinson. The Texans took him as a corner. Reggie Williams was taken 9th by the Jaguars at receiver. Then you had D'Angelo Hall taken by the Falcons. Remember D'Angelo Hall? Yep.
Oh, wow.
Roy Williams, the wide receiver, was taken by the Lions at 7.
Okay, yep.
6, Kellen Winslow II by the Browns.
Ooh. Big gain there by the Browns.
Kellen Winslow, number 5, R.I.P. the late great Sean Taylor. Redskins took him 5th. And then it gets wild. Then it gets wild.
Yeah. Right.
So the 4th pick, who was traded for the 1st pick that year, was Phillip Rivers, who was taken by the Giants, who then got traded to the Chargers because they took Eli Manning number 1 overall. And the Mannings said, no way. So they flipped. So Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning were that year. Larry Fitzgerald was taken 3rd by the Cardinals. And then you had Robert Gallery, who the Raiders took 2nd. So, yeah, Roethlisberger.
They missed on that guy?
I got 2 more for you that I think you'll enjoy. So that was the year that Vince Wilfork was drafted by the Patriots. To give you
Okay.
an idea of how old
Yeah, for
Ben
sure.
Roethlisberger is. And the other one for the Bills fans in the chat is J.P. Lossman got taken that year by the Buffalo Bills. Quarterback got taken with the 22nd pick. And to give you an idea, J.P. Lossman was taken in that draft, and
Yep.
he spent 2017 to 2019 as a student coaching intern at Clemson, which is wild. I think Lossman had like a game where he like there's some crazy stat about him if I remember correctly. He was like yeah, he had like some wild like stat I think
He
with
broke his
like
leg his rookie
interceptions,
year.
he had some crazy like stretch where like he or like his passer rating was like it I if I remember it was like I think he's the guy who like had a stretch where like his passer rating was so bad that like if he hadn't passed or something or like like or like if he
He would
had
actually
thrown
be
an
better for the team.
interception like every play, his passer rating would have been. It was like some crazy stat that J.P. Lossman had with like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
it
year
was
that
something
was,
wild. But yeah,
but that
he
is
was also
crazy.
in that draft. But yeah, man, Big Ben's been doing it forever.
Uh, ooh, third and 20.
He
Man.
outlasted Eli. He outlasted Eli
Yeah,
by
he
a
has.
while. That's what's interesting.
Yeah,
Like he outlasted
yeah.
him by a while.
But it does seem like Ben Roethlisberger just has that like Will Ferrell body and mindset like of Chaz Michaels
Yeah,
from Blades
dude.
of Glory, you
No
know?
doubt. It's like think about how crazy that is too. Think about how many Super Bowls
Mm.
came out of like the first half of that draft when you combine Will Fork with
Oh, for
with
sure, right?
Eli and Roethlisberger. Like how many Super Bowl appearances came out of the first 20
Yeah.
picks in that
I'm
draft?
curious. Who
Like
did the
Ahmad
Packers take that
Carroll,
year?
I think he played corner.
Oh, okay. I vaguely remember him.
Oh,
All right. What do we got there?
hmm. Well, punter down. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
All right, let's take a look. All right, so 13-7, Steelers getting the ball back. Can Ben Roethlisberger just get his butt in the end zone? That's all we're asking for. It's
No,
not a lot,
no, it's not.
but I think Ben can do it.
No, it's not. So, let's see if anything else is going on in Twitter in regards to the NFL. Roger Goodell makes a guest appearance on Peyton and Eli. That's
Oh,
nonsense.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately for us, that's not great. He should have been on our show. That's all right.
JJ Watt tweets, "Welcome to the 20 plus sack club at TJ Watt. Only one person ever has done it twice. Imagine if it was your older brother and he bragged about it. That would suck. Go break the record, kid." God. Ruthless. Wow. Let's see.
Okay. Our kickers and punters, real football players.
Wow. That's
That's an interesting
damn.
take. Yeah.
It's like,
It's kind of harsh.
I mean, did they get paid by
Baker
the NFL?
Baker Mayfield Baker Mayfield if he didn't have Nick Chubb and it's just someone making like a McDonald's Big Mac.
Uh, dude, that's wild.
Oh, Eli Manning's birthday. Oh, Snoop Dogg got Eli Manning a chain for his 41st.
Oh, that's kind of dope.
Kind of
I
crazy.
like that. They said,
Hey,
I'm seeing here,
ooh, Najee Harris just rumbling,
oh
stumbling,
yeah, he's
bumbling.
like, I'll win this game if I have to. Aaron Rodgers has 4 interceptions on 513 passes this year. It says if he doesn't throw another pick this season, it would be the third time in his career he's thrown 500 plus passes and 4 or fewer interceptions. Nobody else in NFL history has ever done it once.
Yeah, that's insanity.
That is crazy. He could do it the third
Like,
time as long as he doesn't throw a pick against the Lions in his career. No one else has ever done it.
yeah. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger maybe this year, probably not
I
though.
mean, they almost let him throw it 500 times today.
Yeah, they did.
This is
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if the Browns like didn't score that touchdown, they would have just let him keep
oh
ripping
for
them.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So they're like, all right, we
We
got to put a
gotta
little game clock management here now in the second half. So can't do it, Ben.
next week. It's all you, Ben.
Next
Dude, can
week.
you imagine?
Yeah, we'll
Can
literally.
you imagine how nuts it would be if they were to get eliminated from playoff contention? Like if they were to lose tonight, and so last week was like really his last game, and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
Like whatever happened, like it was just like if we win or lose, we don't make the playoffs. Dude, they would let that dude throw it 80 times.
bro, could you imagine? It's literally just like he's just like telling guys to run different routes in the huddle, and it's just
They're just like,
like that
I.
that would be bad.
Here's the
I think
conspiracy.
it's like they don't like they may run the ball like 12 times, but they're airing it out. It's screen plays or the run plays
That's
is
it.
what it's
Yep.
gonna be.
This would be the conspiracy though. The conspiracy they're gonna say is that the Steelers are trying to burn his arm out so he can't return next year. Like it's their way of like winking to him, like you're done after this year, right? They're like, all right, Ben, last game. Ben's like,
I was trying to really wear. They're really trying to wear that bad boy out going into the offseason, so it doesn't really recover
Ben's
too
like,
well. You know, they're
he's not sure. He's like, they're like, all right, Ben, last home game, huh? And he's like, I don't know. We'll see. He's like trying to be like joking around. They're like, okay, man, whatever you say. We're gonna throw 40 times in the first half. All right, don't tell him. We're gonna throw
yeah.
every chance we get.
Almost did this game 34 times.
That's the move.
Oh, almost got him. Almost got his guy. Chase Claypool.
That was about to be nuts. Dude, a lot of time left, like for the Browns to be able to go down and get another score.
Oh, for sure. Plenty of time. A lot of
Like,
left.
hmm.
Yeah, I do think the Steelers gotta do their best to like move down the field efficiently, but also like chew up a decent amount of clock here.
Yeah, like I think like you can probably like run the ball on that first down. Like I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now they're gonna blitz.
They stacked.
Like,
I mean, they stacked the box pretty good there.
and then you're gonna run that one when you see them all.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
You think Ben was just too lazy to fucking check out? He's like, fuck it.
He's like,
We'll just run.
I've thrown a lot.
Run hard, kid.
Good luck. They're breaking the huddle. They're already all on the line. He's like, you sure, Ben? Yep. Don't worry, son. I've been doing this a long time. I know. They won't. They won't bring them all.
Okay, a little confusion maybe there on who the Y was.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a bunch formation there.
Oh,
Unique,
God.
like a little blitz there, and good D. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it was great D. I think maybe he
Maybe.
slipped, but maybe it was.
Yeah.
Maybe I missaw it. Yeah, it looks like he maybe slipped. But
Oh,
I
I
mean, if
did. Yeah.
I mean, I don't get me wrong, I understand getting up and being excited for the play he made.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's because he's
Hmm.
got frickin' those ones that aren't screw-ons, you know.
Yeah, he's like, Ben's like, I threw a perfect pass. Boswell, do you got
Yeah,
the leg? Can he make it? Can Boswell make this a two-score game?
yeah, I think he just
At
did.
home in the cold, no problem. 50 yards straight down the
Yeah,
middle.
bing bong. Been a little confused. What? Oh, what's up then?
What's up?
Ooh, who's he?
What's up? I'm out here.
We do this.
That's a
One
huge.
man
That's a
on the
huge
block.
kick. I mean, so this is
For sure.
if you're because now, yeah. I mean, if you're the
I mean,
it's go
now
time
if you're
now.
the
If you're the Browns, like
now if you're the Browns, you got to go for it. Go for two, actually. You know.
under 10 minutes, like yeah, this is if you're the Steelers defense, this is a huge possession because if you can get a stop, if you can get them out with no points, like that's big. I feel like though this is one of those drives that what's gonna happen is they're gonna like let them take the underneath stuff because if they kick the field goal, who cares if they've eaten a ton of clock to do it?
Yeah.
And they're just get this will be one of those drives where it looks like the Browns are like clicking, like they're moving the ball a little, they're getting down the field a little
Yeah,
bit,
for sure.
but then it results in a field goal, and it's like, oh well, this that's what they
Yeah,
were playing. They're
for
just
sure.
playing no touchdown here. I feel like that happens a lot in the NFL where it's like you're
Yeah.
playing the clock a
Yeah,
little bit
it's
right
like we'll
now.
just bend. We're bending a little bit.
You're like,
Yeah.
look,
So it's
let
like
them,
if we can keep them in
yo,
bounds, yeah, play soft, like to the
let
inside.
them throw underneath, let them run those like little drag routes and slants and stuff, and like we'll just keep them because that way it's like you kick a field goal, you end up kicking a field goal anyway, but there's 4 minutes left, and it's like, oh well, this this was kind of the worst case scenario.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Steelers can definitely do that because then you can play for a field goal. If you can, and they're gonna have to play for a touchdown with no time on the clock. Like that's what you'll do. So
Yeah.
they'll play it like that. I would imagine they'll give them every little sort
Yeah.
of over the middle run, like I said, drag route type stuff.
Yeah.
And
No, it
and
makes
then try to get to third down and let
it's
T.J.
actually
Watt eat.
eat. Man's gotta eat. Man's gotta eat.
T.J. Watt, dude, he's very good. They love him in Pittsburgh. Remember, like it was like taking forever for him to sign his deal, and then like the story came out that he just like walked into the
Yeah, for
facility one
sure.
day and was like, "I want to sign it. I don't care what my agent says. I'm a Steeler." And
I'm a
it's like that's pretty freaking
Steeler.
awesome, especially like in a place like Pittsburgh. Like they love that shit. Look at him
Yeah,
getting wild right now.
it does. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Those terrible towels.
Ooh yeah, it's all elbow really. The terrible towel.
Ooh.
You start getting this motion, it's all here.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
you know.
Yeah, it's almost like you're doing like two upside down egg beaters, you know, when you got two towels going
Yeah,
there,
see.
actually.
No. Oh yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, that's nice. Maybe you tie one to your
Yeah, there you
hat.
go.
Get.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
you
You're getting
could. You
crazy
really
with it.
could. Belt buckle.
Yeah.
You could get 4 or 5 of them going. No problem.
No problem.
I could bet you could. I bet you there's some cool ass people in Pittsburgh that are like, oh yeah, this is a terrible towel that my grandfather had at Super Bowl whatever with him. See this stain. This stain is from like that shit's
For
pretty
sure.
awesome.
You see this blood stain right here? That's from him getting into a fight with a fan, another fan. It's like really, it's
Hell
just
yeah.
ketchup
They're
that
just
got
making
on
up
it.
stories the whole time. Oh, dude,
Oh my
that's the
God,
worst case
Baker,
scenario.
Baker, Baker,
That's the
Baker.
worst case scenario. But there it is. Start eating that clock. You know.
I think that sets us up for maybe if they can't get this first down to
Oh,
Ben
a little scramble.
Roethlisberger, a
A little
rushing touch.
scramble. All right. So the Browns suck. I mean, that's what the story is going to be at the end of this year. They did not have a good year. They struggled. They are not great. That's just going to be what it is. That's going to be the like story for
for
sure.
sure.
Last year was a fluke.
Oh,
Oh, a little razzle dazzle,
okay.
dude.
And there's a flag though. So what do we got here? What do we got?
Dude, who knew he had it in him? Oh, around you. Baker Mayfield, that was crazy.
You're gonna take him back again? Holding on the offense? Ugh.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
rough. It's rough, you know.
call on 66. You holding? Oh, it was a 77 double hold. Oh, no, 77. All right. Let's see it. I always like to see how egregious the whole thing is. Oh, bro, you didn't even need to do it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
he was
guess
on the ground.
I guess he knew he had to do it because otherwise it would have been fourth down, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
So he knew it was actually a heads up play.
Baker said,
This isn't goodbye. I'd see you later. In Canton!
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's going to be a false start. That's definitely going to be a false start. They're going to back him up even more. Oh, are the Browns the worst team in the world? It looks like it. That's what's going to happen.
Wheels are falling off.
So the Browns are going to be one of those teams where this offseason, it's going to be like, are the Browns for real or not? That's going to be the whole contender pretender. Like,
sure.
2 years ago, they're in the AFC Championship game. Last year, they shit the bed all season. Like, what will they do that,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, in my mind, it's like, I think Cincinnati and Baltimore only get better this offseason. Pittsburgh might not, but
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Baltimore are definitely going to get better this offseason.
Yeah, they'll get stronger. Oh, they run it on 3rd and 30? I mean, I guess I get it, but that's just Olympic effort to me.
That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Dude, I cannot wait to see the tweets.
Like, hey, let's go. Just give God. That's such like a defeating.
This guy's like, you're okay, buddy. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Oh, let's just go into it. Let's go into the Twitter sphere where the Browns.
Uh,
Browns have to be doing this on purpose.
yeah, for sure. Oh, he's gonna. All right, he's gonna punt. He's back out there to punt from his own end zone. Ooh. Flag
Okay.
on the play.
Play a game.
This is wild.
How much better would the Browns be with Matt Ryan?
A lot better, I think. And probably you'd still have OBJ.
It's interesting to think about, right?
Matt Ryan's a weird one. Like,
Browns
because
cut
he's
Odell
still
for
good.
this. Yeah.
Matt Ryan's still very solid. He's an interesting one. I wonder what his contract situation is like.
I think he has a very high salary cap hit, and I think he's locked up for a few
It's
2
like
years maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna die in Atlanta, kind of thing. Like they're like, look.
Maybe
We leave
Let me take a look
no questions with our guy. I get it though, man. You get a guy like that. Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
Matt Ryan.
potential out 2022, but he's locked up to 2023.
Yeah, so he would have to want out, and he doesn't, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So he's got another year, like 2. But he's another one, man. He'll be gone soon.
Yeah,
He'll
for
retire.
sure.
He's another one that's been great. MVP.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Was he he was an
appearance.
MVP?
Yeah, I think he won the MVP the year that they went to the Super Bowl and lost to Brady.
He might have, yeah.
And he's kind of always been, like, statistically, I feel like a top, like, 3rd guy. Like, his whole career.
He's got a 94 passer rating, so that's pretty damn good.
Like, he's
Yeah,
always
for his
been,
career.
like, top 10. Like, every year.
Oh, maybe that's it. That was his MVP year.
I feel like that's kind of the story of Matt Ryan is, like, he's always been, like, the 9th or 10th best guy in the league.
For sure.
And he's been underrated, I think, most of his career. I feel like people forget about him.
The best surgery time for Baker was 2 months ago. The second best time is tonight.
Dude, Baker, bro.
Ruthless.
Baker is, yeah. I mean, that's going to be what's going to happen. The Ravens are going to get healthy. Like all those guys that were out this year are going to be back next year. And the Bengals, you got to imagine, are going to be able to do some things. Because what's going to happen, I bet you, with the Bengals is like they're going to have a couple draft picks where people go, oh, okay, and then, could they get a free agent maybe?
How about Houston Texans maybe?
Trash, garbage. They will probably have the number 1 pick. They are going to be garbage. Is it possible that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to draft number 1 again? Did I see that? That's like still possible?
That's probably definitely possible.
Let me look at this. That would be nuts.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up too. Ben Roethlisberger, 3rd and 3. Let's see what he's got.
Come on, Ben. What you got for us? One last ride, they said.
They're 2 and 14, so
they have a hell of a chance.
Lions are 2 and 13 and 1. So,
but Lions play the Packers, so that could be a loss. Who do the Jaguars play?
Yeah, so if the Jaguars win or tie, they're gonna have the top 3 for sure, top 2 for sure.
Jags play the Colts. That should be a loss. Colts need that game.
Yeah.
So, yikes.
All right, 4th and 3. We got a little kicking action again here.
There we go.
You got Chris Boswell on your fantasy team, and maybe you're down by like 8 points going in. You're feeling pretty happy now, and maybe if you're down 12, you're feeling about to feel
championship
great,
weekend.
Because that kick is up, and it looks like it is good.
Oh yeah.
Bing bong.
And given what we just saw out of the Browns offense on that last series.
Oh, a flag. What you got here? Taunting, maybe? Yeah, he was taunting. He was taunting me. No, guy.
He was
golly, get back to your sideline.
You can't even imagine what he said to him. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm a Christian. I'm not going to say it. But he said some things, ref, that I had to throw the flag, ref. It was vulgar. I feel like that was maybe the conversation.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Declined.
Receiving team. Oh, yeah. You'll decline that for sure any day out of the week.
Coach T said, hey, it's all right, buddy. A little bit of, okay. Just a little flirting. Just a little, that's all that was. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's not like anyone is getting their helmet ripped
off. Look at Stefanski, look at that.
Yo,
look at Stefanski looking at that play sheet like there's the answer on there somewhere. Like, it's not, bro. You've been looking at that sheet all night. It is not, the answer is not there.
Yeah, it's always going to be an uphill battle for you tonight, my guy, unfortunately.
It is not, the answer... What? What do their hats say?
Which ones?
Steelers. Like, they'll have these hats on the sideline. Like, these, like, snow hats. And they're, like, have words, like, around the... Best record versus one team. Roethlisberger has only... Damn, dude. He's only lost to Cleveland 3 times in his career. What? That's nuts. This dude's been playing since 04.
Browns.
This dude's been playing since 04.
Okay, Baker. Let's see if Baker's got it in him here. I mean, essentially, you're set up perfect. You got to have 2 flawless drives here and a great defensive stop. Nice little over-the-middle play. That'll play.
Yeah.
Got to hustle, though. You know, not super fast, but, yeah, let's have a little sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Let's have a little sense of urgency as we're moving down the field.
Just a little pop, little swag. Okay,
yep.
You know, let's go.
I'm dropping signals here. I'm doing the ear wave. Watch him go to the Jarvis Landry right here.
Here we go.
Big gain.
Ooh, handoff. Oh. Interesting idea there. Get that first down, I guess, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's Nick Chubb, so you're never wrong to go there, but maybe in this situation,
Running the rock. Weird choice.
maybe more of a screen option, But maybe you're setting something up there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the benefit is you get the first down, and now you're right back to the line. Little trips over there to
For
the
sure.
right, over the middle. Steelers, I'm sure, are fine with that. That's just going to eat more clock.
Yeah, you're actually really right, Nick, about you're right there on the line, so it's just like, okay, get up and
It's
go.
like if we can just get the first, and then we'll just get right back up, it'll be fine, I guess. You know. All right, let's see here. He's going to get sacked.
Oof.
I mean, this dude, in fairness to him, like, the offensive line is not doing anything. Like,
Yeah, for
this
sure.
dude is on the ground, like, all night. Like, he didn't have a chance right there. Like, TJ Watt in your face. Like,
Better hang on
that's,
to that because that's like
that's
a hit,
another sack, dude. Like, how do you even go? Like, what?
Wild. Do you think when you get beat like that as an offensive lineman, you call something
Wait,
out
so
for your quarterback?
if he gets one more sack in this game, he ties the all-time record for sacks in a season? That's crazy.
Yeah. He's got one more week.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Now, granted, Strahan
I
did
guess
it.
doing it this week would
Yeah,
be
it'd be the
like,
same.
yeah. Oh,
Is that
oh.
no? I was gonna say, is that a half sack? But no.
Yeah,
Damn, dude, 21 and a half sacks in a season is no joke.
for sure. No, I mean he's getting
It
after it.
also goes to show you like how good is he, how good is Aaron Donald, and like these other guys, and like nobody has touched Strahan's record, and he set that record in like '01.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of these records will get broken now because the extra game, but it's like I want to see what you did in 16.
Oh, for
Show
sure.
me what you did through 16, and then I'm cool with it. But yeah, all those records will get broken now. All the single season ones, rather.
Yeah,
You
they
know
will. Which
the
you can argue and say it's probably good for the NFL that
it
the
is.
longer season, a lot of those records will be broken.
It is. I think
It'll make some fans upset, but like,
the unfortunate part is just the fact that like it does impact like career records and season records. Like single
for
game is the
sure.
only ones that are kind of still the same. The other
Correct.
ones, it's the next Aaron Rodgers gets an extra game every year. Well, the reality is when you play 17 seasons, you just got an extra year,
For
worth
sure.
of games. That's the part that's tough. All right, let's see. Can he get in there? Can he break the sack record? Ah, no. Baker, what? Oh, they threw a flag, bro.
Let's
Dude, he
go.
might
Let's
Dude, he
go.
might be able to get the sack record now.
I think someone just alerted Buffalo Wild Wings what was going
Because
on.
they're
I think someone made the call. They had to
Dude, because they're
have.
gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna pass now like four
Yeah.
more times. So
I love it. I don't
this
mind. I
is
don't mind seeing that.
four more passes now. This is gonna be a damn good chance to break the record or tie it. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's getting two more sacks here, but one could definitely happen.
Hey. Oh,
Oh, they said not
hit
us.
Higgins right in the hand.
They blocked him with two there. They said no, 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 not us.
No, no, no.
You will not be you will not be tying that record on us. Um,
All right, 3rd and 10. Here we go.
Interesting.
Baker looking a little defeated. It's like I don't even know why I step on this football field. I should just be in front of a camera, doing my commercials. We got a little false start action. There was. Okay, okay. All right, Nick. I am going to be right back. I'm going to go take it, to the restroom.
This guy. Man, I feel like I'm watching TJ Watt every play now. That's nuts. Nobody's got that record since then, but he'll get it next week, I would imagine, but or maybe not. I think they play the Ravens, but I'd like to see it in 16 games. Baker's just going to go ahead and keep this. Oh, he's going to get that first down. Puts his head down. All right. Big dog. Got up with that swag. Hey, that's 4 more plays, though. That's 4 more dropbacks. Maybe see something cool. In regards to the pass rushing, that is. Look at him. Right here at the end of the play. Yeah, put my head down. Like that. Baker Mayfield. That was the #1 pick. Can't just be talking to me some type of way, I feel like is what he just said. Baker with a little scramble. He said, he lowered his head at the end and said, you guys aren't going to talk to me some type of way. He was about to take off again there, and he gets dropped.
Ooh, gets at it. Ole.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
They are terrorizing this offensive line today, though.
Yeah, for sure. That seems about right. Man. I mean, you could blame a lot on Baker, but and he's had his flaws tonight, but the offensive line has not helped your guys' case, Browns fans, one.
And you're not gonna get they're bringing all that heat, and you go counter with the screen there, and you get nothing there either. It's just it's just not happening. Ben Roethlisberger, historic football player, allegedly a terrible person.
But on the road to recovery to being a good person, allegedly, as well.
Yes. Trying to become a better guy.
Grow a better person.
Trying to become...
Which I think we should allow people to do.
Better guy.
But actions do speak a little louder than words.
No doubt.
I don't see him expending the olive branch to Antonio Brown and asking him to come back to the Steelers for the playoff push.
Kind of the interesting part, right? It's Ben Roethlisberger is accused of some pretty terrible things multiple times.
Yes.
Antonio Brown definitely has also done some wild shit, but it is weird to watch people watch tonight's game with Roethlisberger and genuinely knowing everything they know be I love Ben Roethlisberger. What an amazing guy. And those same people will be like, that Antonio Brown needs to be out of this league. It's whoa.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm cool if you're Ben's a good football player. I think that's what you and I have done here. But,
yeah, sure.
But golly, it's dude, you got to kind of check your views, I feel a little bit, if that's your, scale that you're working on. Is
for sure, right?
It is kind of wild. I wonder. Oh, that's kind of dope.
What was that?
This commercial for this car is pretty sick.
What kind of car? Nissan?
Yeah, they had the Heisman guys, and Tebow was driving. It was cool. It was doing a little a little drive for you.
Hey,
it was cool.
Okay.
It was cool. You know what I think is kind of fascinating is Roethlisberger's been around for a really long time. I feel like he gets he is one of those guys that has always gotten talked about with his physic the way he plays. He's never really one of those guys that I feel like gets talked about how they do Rodgers and Brady, where they talk about they've seen it all, they know every read, they know every adjustment, they're these football geniuses who have seen everything. I feel like Roethlisberger, they're more talk he's just big as hell, and just like,
Yeah,
he just
for
slings
sure.
that bitch like
Yeah, but like he definitely has,
he's seen
some
it
of what
all.
Rodgers
Oh,
and
for
Brady.
sure.
Yeah,
I
for
mean, he's
sure.
seen it all.
You
Like,
know,
how could you not?
that's why he's able to play like a year like this year.
Yep,
And like he could probably realistically he could probably play at least 500 level football or
I agree.
better.
I agree. I think he.
For another 2 or 3 years
Yep.
probably. Like realistically.
And you saw that like with Peyton at the end and with Drew Brees at the end. Like they didn't have
Yep.
anywhere near the physical tools. They didn't have the arm at all. Like,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I think it's like when you've seen as much as they've seen, and you just know you're going to be in the correct play every single
For
play,
sure.
and you're going to make the correct read every single read. It's easy to basically just eliminate from the stuff you're calling the throws that you know you can't make anymore.
Hey, okay, 4th and 2.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
It just, now we're in onside kick time here, actually.
Yes, which is wacky. Because remember, like a couple weeks ago, they converted one.
Yeah.
Remember
And that makes this
we
interesting.
shut the stream off, and then they got the onside kick.
Yeah, but that game was
That game
ass.
was terrible. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first time we'd ever done that. We were like the high school.
Oh.
Oh yeah, good defense
Okay.
right there. We were like the high school
Well,
basketball coach that like puts the bench players in because you're up by 20 in like to start the fourth quarter, and then the other team comes back, and you got to put the starters back in.
yeah.
You look like a clown. That was us that week. We were like, ah, this
Yeah,
is
for
over.
sure.
Cutting the stream back on.
People are like, oh, you didn't stay on. It's like, no, we were there. Check it. Check it
Check the
again.
tape. YouTube, probably
Check the tape.
YouTube and Twitch. It was probably
I
on
mean, yeah,
there.
it might be split up. It might be split up for some reason because I think it dropped. We dropped hella frames and it cut the stream off. But then it came right back on.
That was
So
on their end. Okay, Baker moving the ball here.
we taking a timeout here? We taking a timeout here? Maybe
Hmm.
we taking a timeout here?
Yeah, I
No,
mean, why?
we're deciding not to take a timeout here. You
Why?
have to go for an onside
You're
kick.
gonna need the time.
I guess get the first.
Oh yeah, get the first, then take it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
okay.
but that's like 15 seconds running off.
Yeah, like get to the line, and then. Well, yeah. The other thing is like. Oh yeah, that's wild.
Could you imagine if Baker just fucking just broke through and scored a
Just
touchdown right there?
scrambles. It's all wild. Hits him with that movie hit earlier with the hold. Oh, got around him. Scooped him.
Got him.
Oh man, dude, it's got to be. No part of that is any part I would want. I would just be the quarterback where you would know I'm not gonna run. I might even be able to, like and it's like, and it's like no,
Yeah,
bro,
for
they're gonna
sure.
try to kill you, like, and I feel like if you never run, like it's almost your thing. The amount of like back pocket runs you can have, like you can kind of like pick your spots, like
Yeah.
and like oh, bro, you gotta turn. He turned late.
Gotta make those adjustments. You do have to make those adjustments.
Get around on it. Oh man, that was a perfect throw too. Oh, dude, that was perfect. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, though. You know.
Yeah,
Get the towels out.
it's true.
Let's go. We're going down to
It's
the
towels
we're going down to
out.
the stadium. Everybody, bring
Makes
your towels. Like, how did that start? I would like to know. I'm sure it's a cool story, but
yeah, I don't know.
we're gonna go. We're going to watch the boys play.
Oh.
Let's get our towels. It'll be our thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Flag, bro.
touchdown and what-
Oh,
yeah,
oh, brutal.
bro. B-Dubs definitely called it in, bro.
Brutal.
They definitely called it in.
Oh, the NFL. They told you in your earpiece, bro. They said, "Hey, throw that." Oh yeah, that's. I mean, that was. Yeah, I mean that was for sure. Mike Tomlin seems unimpressed. Now you're in a weird spot too. If you can just
Oh,
get him to use that. Oh wow, ballsy play call there by Stefanski.
so do you go for two? Oh, it
Mm,
don't matter. No, it don't matter.
yeah, no. Well, no, it doesn't for our purposes. For that bet
No.
either. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, that's no, bro. Because think about it. They're gonna have 14, right? If they score on the last play of the game, they wouldn't kick the extra point, so it'd be +1.
Which is fine because we have plus
That's
one.
what I'm saying. But that's like wild. Like Vegas. Like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they would literally be +1 or +2 if they score.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild.
That's so nuts.
Like yeah. That's
I
like,
wonder how
I
I
mean, that's
wonder what
pretty.
the statistic would be
Ooh, let's go, Baker. Come on, baby.
like how many games end like okay, for example, say this game ends with this score, right?
Yeah.
That means that they were like within the margin of like one score would have made Vegas dead on, right? I wonder how often that happens too.
Oh, for
Like where a
sure.
game ends and it didn't hit the spread, but it was one score
One more
out
score
from
would
the
have.
spread. I
Yeah.
wonder how often that happens. Because like realistically,
Yeah.
between them hitting the spread correctly and also situations like that, it's got to be like 80% of the time.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree.
Mm. All right, let's see what they got. Let's see what they
What we got
like.
here?
Sometimes you get the switch, right? Look this way, come back this way. Sometimes you get up the middle.
Oh, there's the switch.
Yep.
What a piss poor fucking.
Yeah, that was not
Not,
great.
I mean, not really piss poor, but like, not a lot. It didn't seem like too many Browns players were willing to like sacrifice their bodies there.
Damn. And if you had the oh, this is going to get interesting though because they have 2 timeouts. So what that
They
means
do.
is
So
you're gonna
they could potentially get the ball back.
yes,
You got to stop with
three and
three and
out.
out here,
Yep,
though.
3 and out. And as long as those what is it? 3 plays take. Oh yeah, you got plenty of time. 29 seconds. Yeah, you're good. There we go. Load it up.
You got to worry about them potentially maybe getting a field
Yeah,
goal
that's
range too.
true.
Are they not
You
taking
got
it
to
down?
hit that time out there.
Okay.
Now,
Oh,
the next one. So, if you get 2 stops here, you probably get the ball back by the time they run it down and punt and you receive it. I mean, you're going to have 20 seconds. Like, if that, 15 seconds. You're like 2 plays.
yeah.
Mm. Got the family all pumped up. Last game ever. He's like, nah, I'm coming back. Or last home game, rather. See, this
Yeah,
is what
for
I
sure.
ah, man.
Ooh.
Come on, Browns. Let's figure this out. Let's get a win. I want to see Ben throw it 80 times next week. All right, bang that time out. And then, yeah.
Hey.
So yeah,
Okay,
this is what it comes down to
interesting.
because basically it's what a 40-second play clock, right? So if you, if, oh yeah, dude, this is. What do you do here? Like 3rd and 2, you run, right? For sure, because you don't want to risk the pick. But you want them to think that you might pass. Definitely. Because the worst case scenario is you could take a sack and you just lose more time off the clock before you punt. It's not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, he got it. Oh, he got it, and he's about to score. No way. Nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yep. Put him away. Stick a fork in him.
Wow. Wow, dude. That's the... Damn, dude, the Browns are trash, dude. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, they've had some wheels falling off. They're not good. Not good. But good for Ben. You know, if this is his last time playing at Heinz Field, it's like, it's a nice little storyline that he did get a victory here.
Through it.
But, you know. But I've seen a lot of signs saying that this might be his last game. I'm seeing him in the stands. I'm seeing all these signs. But, you know, those signs tend to change when you get into that
off-season. If you ever needed to prove that this should be your last home game, though, let's look up yards and then how many attempts he had today. Because I think he kind of evened it out. But I think if you need proof, I think when you throw for 120 yards on 40 passes, that's probably done.
That is kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, he had some nice passes, which is like that won't get shown, but like, yeah, 46 attempts, 100.
That's wild, bro. That's how you know, like, you should hang it up. You should.
24.
Yeah.
24 completions.
That's
so
how
he was above half.
That's how you know. You should hang it up.
Attempts. I mean, Baker was below 500, but he had
my man is not really getting the job done like that anymore. If that's the.
No.
Can you imagine if you let Rodgers throw it 46 times or whatever, or like if you let Dak throw it 50 times? Like, it's a good measuring stick to know, like, all right, like. Damn, dude. Najee Harris, they're going to be in good hands with that guy. Shit, man, go get Tyrod Taylor this offseason. Steelers, you might be able to win the whole thing next year if you go get Tyrod. You got a lot. They have so many pieces. Like, why not,
For sure, right.
He's got the kids. They're all pumped. Coach T's like, you the man, bro.
Could you imagine if Baker came back?
I mean, the crazy part is like, go down there and score. You just need the on-target.
They break one off for a touchdown, get the onside.
Why not?
like that's crazy to think about. But the 40 seconds is like,
for sure. Wild things have happened, dude. But they got to catch the ball there. They got to do dropping the ball in the middle of the.
Yeah. Not ideal.
So what were the Steelers' road be? Have to win, we saw, and have to have what? The Colts lose, I think was what it was. Something like along those lines. I don't think they control their own destiny. Like, I think it's like a win and a loss type scenario.
Oh, for sure. Hurry, get up there. Yeah. Oh, flag maybe? We're gonna let it play.
Play that out.
Yeah, just play it out. No big deal. We don't need to ruin Ben's night here, guys. Come on.
15 seconds left. I'm not throwing that. I bet the refs I'd throw less than 2 flags tonight. The other refs.
This game's taking long enough.
Trying to get.
I
gotta go to work.
I'm trying to get.
The NFL doesn't pay us. The NFL doesn't pay us, so I gotta go work at my substitute teaching job in the morning. We gotta wrap this up.
But they expect me to make these calls out here pitch perfect, you know?
I gotta teach English class in the morning. Yeah, it's like
Oh, and an interception.
Shocker.
Oh, goddamn.
Baker.
Ben, do you want to go out and take a knee?
So that dude basically dropped that interception into that guy's hands. Oh, he's gonna
Yeah,
do it.
unfortunately.
That's kind of cool, actually. If he gets the knee,
Yeah.
that is kind of dope. I can't lie.
Like he's like, but take the snap from under my butt. You'd never do that,
This is
Ben.
how every player would want their.
You think he takes the knee in the shotgun formation? It's very on brand for Ben Roethlisberger, you know?
Dude, that for that to be your
Yeah,
dude
that would be wild.
for for this to be your last home game though, and to be able to go out and kneel it and end it, like that's pretty awesome. That's what every
Yeah,
team.
no, it
That's
is.
what every team and every quarterback would want. Like,
Could you imagine some Miles Garrett comes in and fucking torpedoes him
there we go.
to make him fumble, and he's just like injured. No, but that's a nice storyline. It's good that Ben won at home. You know,
Now the question
this
is,
is going to mean a lot to a lot of Steelers
well,
fans.
here's the thing: if the Steelers, now that we saw them, right, again, second time this year, they're the only team to host both Monday night games that they played.
Yep.
If I'm being totally honest, now that we've seen them though, if
Yep.
they make the playoffs, and that's a huge if, they're going to be on the road for the entirety of it. I don't see this team winning a playoff game on the road. Even if they
Yeah.
do make it, I just don't. I don't really see it. It doesn't seem super realistic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't look like whereas the Colts feel like a team that can win a road playoff game.
Oh, for sure.
The Steelers to me don't exactly feel like that.
Yeah. If they squeak in by the grace of God,
They'll be the 7 if they make it, right? And so
yeah.
you're gonna play the 2, which could be like a really good team. Like
Yeah.
Steelers beat the Bills week 1 of the season. I don't really see the Steelers going into Buffalo in the playoffs and winning a game
For sure.
at this point. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was reading some of what Big Ben had to say.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think if you look at these two teams, moving into next year, I don't. I think they've got some work to do. Probably both of them. Steelers just got to figure out what they're gonna do at quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Yeah.
if they can figure that out, and I think if they were able to get someone like a Russell, like a serious quarterback, they could win. They could win a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they do probably need to shore some things up on that offensive line because that is, how do we say, very
For
holy.
sure. And the Browns,
You know,
Browns are in trouble. Browns are in trouble moving forward, I think.
Browns have some stuff they got to figure out as well. But hey, overall not a terrible Monday
No,
night.
not bad, not
It was
bad.
fun being here. Had a good
Not
time.
bad.
But yeah, we will maybe Ben Roethlisberger, get a little quicker on his toes.
There you go.
Score a touchdown. But that's all right.
Dude.
But dude, hey, another week in the books. Unless they got a Monday night game for us in the playoffs, which I know we've been talking with Roger about.
Roger. Hey, if this is it for us for this season, and you're still watching, you guys are dope.
Hey, we appreciate y'all.
And, I think next year will be even better. But maybe we'll hit that playoff game in a couple weeks, too. So I don't want to get too...
Hey, for sure. Yeah.
It's
Let's just say this ain't goodbye. This is just more like a see you later type of thing. Okay, guys?
Yeah, no doubt, buddy. No doubt. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Adios.